Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah.
I guess we're good. Hey everyone, welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Trouble's Menacing Otari. And I think
Oh my god, Matt has a fancy backdrop.
I
I
do.
know, it looks
Oh,
good.
he doesn't
I
want to
saw
show
this.
people his study. Wow.
I saw this on Monday, and I was Sunday.
Whenever it was.
When was Sunday?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Time is relative and social construct.
Whenever the last
Time
stream,
zones.
I saw this background, and it was 4:30 in the morning. And I was just like, "Oh my god, that looks good." I don't know. Do you have a green screen behind you, or is that just like?
It just does it now with just modern software.
Well,
So,
yeah. I didn't know what you're. Go ahead.
I got a new graphics card, and
Hell
I
yeah.
specifically went for the NVIDIA RTX cards because it has NVIDIA broadcast. This is not sponsored, by the way. I have to make that official legally.
How
in
did
the
you
States for some
find one of
reasons.
those? They're like $3,000 in the States because
Things
crypto
are starting to go
Yeah.
back to normal, especially with the
thank
crypto
God.
market crashing. So I was able to pick one up, and I got broadcast installed, and that's what's doing all this. You'll notice up here with the headphones, there's some distortion, and that's because I'm not using green screen. But I do have the fabric all ready and raring to go. I just need to set it up and stuff.
Fancy.
But yes, am I a pro streamer yet? Can I get all the monies?
No, that's not allowed.
Are you a full-time game designer? Like,
I am a
isn't that
full-time game
enough for
designer.
you?
Yeah,
It
let's
is.
go, Matt.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Seriously, like, okay, I joke about being jealous, but like, holy shit, dude, this is actually impressive.
That's huge.
I'm a
Yes.
full-time dishwasher, and by full-time, I mean part-time.
I'm a part-time stocker of shelves at a grocery store. Let's go.
I'm full-time.
My
I'm full-time unemployed, baby.
my degree that's no longer hanging on the wall because it fell down the other week is so far going unused.
My degree is non-existent yet.
Yeah, but you're
you see,
working on it.
I officially graduated.
I'm working on
So
it.
that's a whole different story.
What's a degree? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this concept.
Hey, if it makes you all feel
like,
better,
spend,
I have
tens
a-
of thousands of dollars for someone to say "good job, champ."
Oh, I have free college. My bad.
I also have free college, but that's because of merit-based scholarships.
Oh,
So
my state has free community college, and I was just like, I'll take that. Then
fair
join
enough,
to-
honestly.
Yeah,
They changed the requirements last month to be allowed for part-time students to get free college, and that was a blessing because I got so happy. Because now I can take less classes and annoy Matt 10 times more often than before.
Yeah.
if it makes you feel better, I have a not an advanced diploma. I have a diploma in Christian ministries.
Oh, let's go.
That's
I
going to
guess.
good use. You're playing.
Yeah,
Hey, you're. Wait, hold on. I have a theory then. Okay, if that's the case, then you've infiltrated the Dungeons and Dragons, like the TTRPG, and now you're gonna find where Satan has been lying all this time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I've seen
possibly-
enough '80s media to know that. I know that Tom Hanks told me himself that we all think that we're still in the game.
I saw the newest season of Stranger Things, and I agreed with those football players.
Those are the heroes of the game, the real ones that push the satanic panic forward.
The
They're
hilarious
the
thing is I got my
heroes of that
diploma,
season.
and 6 months later, I actually left the church and haven't been back since. So take from
But it's
that
got
what
That's
to
you
be
will.
going
use.
to great word use.
It's looking pretty on a wall somewhere, and that's all that matters.
I didn't
Implied
even
that it's
apply
not
to
in
get the
storage.
physical diploma at all.
It's in a very good PDF.
Somewhere, maybe, if it's not deleted.
No. Those diplomas and degrees, they keep them like till you I think Till you
lost
die.
in the ground.
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
they
yeah.
have to have it
Until-
on record. So I mean, like,
yeah.
It'll always
Someone
be on
somewhere.
record. Yeah.
But
in
it's
Australia,
okay.
They lapse after
Why is
10 years.
Tiberius level 3 and the rest of us are
I'm
level
getting
4?
there,
Um,
okay?
Where's Tiberius?
Wait, is
Like,
Tiberius not allowed to
why?
level up like the rest of us?
I'm level 4 on my sheet, so I don't know what you're talking about.
On
It's all
stream,
okay?
on stream it said you were level 3.
By the time I realized I
Um,
hadn't updated the graphics, we'd already gone live, and I couldn't change it there. So,
We
well,
could have
You
continued
see,
with our
the reason
debate.
is, I said something pretty nasty to Matt after stream last week, and he revoked my level up. It was
Yeah.
it was
Oh
pretty
my
nasty.
God.
Back.
That's mean.
all the
Yeah,
demanding for
that's-
new spells and archetypes and artificial level ups
Oh.
just got to me, and it's just like, no, no more.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
and then I was complaining about the fact that, Matt was writing up spells for Eliza and Ridge, but none that were really applicable to Tiberius.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
what spell got written up for Eliza? Because if I recall correctly, there was one thing about Divine Lance, and Eliza can't use it because she doesn't have the ability to cast Divine Lance.
Hold on. I have a theory, okay? The spell that you got is called Divine Bitch Smack. It's 2 actions. You can make an unarmed strike, or because you're special, you can make it with your flaming stick. And it specifically says flaming stick on there. And if you
So
hit
if
a
you get a
creature,
Yeah, if you get
deal
a different
2d6
weapon,
extra.
it's completely nilled out.
Oh, yeah, you can't use the spell after that. It has to be specifically with an unarmed strike or a flaming stick.
A smoking stick.
No, it's a flaming
So it has
stick
to be
now.
You have to actually stoke the flames on your stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you actually have to use the ability that comes with the stick.
So this is a 3-action thing at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
that's
Yeah.
normal.
And let's not forget that it doesn't even allow you to make the attack action as part of the spell. You have to spend
you
a
can't.
separate
No.
action.
No, you
You've
can't
got to
do
be
that.
hasted to use this.
Yeah. This is a 2-round setup. This is like if Horizon Thundersphere was leveled up by a bit. All right, this is gonna be a 2-round thing, and if you miss, that fucking sucks because it only has 1 round before it goes away.
I have a 2-round spell that
Yes,
I
and those are
use
cool.
regularly, but I've never used it as anything other than the 2-action variant.
And to be fair, the 2-action variant is actually pretty good as well. It's nice and solid.
I'm the only one.
I mean, it's 4d4. It's 4d4 in a 60-foot line. So.
That's
that's really good. I think I'm the only one that has actually spent the full 2 rounds to cast a spell, and even then,
it
was hand waved because I did it in prep for combat. So I started off the combat by casting the 2.
Pre-combat actions are always weird because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we're setting up an ambush. Okay, we've all set up the ambush. We can't attack first, though. We just have to roll initiative with our stealth. Shit.
Hey, I'm good with that. More initiative we roll with stealth, the better. Getting those 1-shot, 1 kills off.
I do miss
I
a
roll.
good surprise round.
Yeah.
It is one of those things I'm considering.
Surprise rounds were gutted, right?
Although,
Yeah,
I
they don't
it's
exist.
Yeah.
The surprise rounds in 1A were not as good as people made them.
They were very.
Hold on.
They were very
The
feels
thing with
bad man for players. Was the big issue.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't run them as written, which is you're essentially staggered during the first round of a surprise round, so you can only do a standard or a move.
I think wait, hold on. I kind of like what Tui did, which is round 1, but everyone's flat-footed on a surprise, which I'm 90% sure of the rules for it. If not, that's how I've always run it.
That is how it goes.
Let's go. Go me for memorizing that core rulebook properly. I don't mind it as much because then you get some good usage out of deny advantage.
It's
is
just
it just me
very
or
use specific.
It is, but you should always scare your players unless you're playing with me, which then please don't.
But is it just me or has the icons for all the conditions on a token broken?
That is just you.
That is
Too bad,
in
that's
fact
it.
just you.
Oh wow, well looks like I'm reloading.
I can't even add conditions to me. That sucks.
So,
Oh, there it is. Never mind.
what happened last time? We fought some people.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're
There were-
actually on a stream for a
There were
game.
flaming rats.
Wow.
Okay, no, I got you. I got
Love
you.
this for me.
I write notes because I'm a nerd.
Why do you write notes? Let
What
your
a
ADHD
fucking
purely
nerd.
fuel this.
What? Well, Tiberius
Because it
is
helps
getting
me
that
actually
together.
Focused on A in character, B it helps me focus instead of shuffling a deck of hero cards or drumming out to a song. So yeah, Bright Torrent used to be an Azurketi city with a connection to Nethys. Nethys sunk the city and it was lost. This was learned by Ridge, I believe, when Ridge was
Yes.
talking. I think, yeah, and it's inferred that this is connected to the Library of Nethys that Eliza is looking for. So lots
that
of fun
I'm
stuff
being
there.
summoned into the ocean for.
Yeah, just go drown. It's fine.
Welp.
Otari is not really a place for gunsmithing. I think that's a direct
Which is-
quote from Matt.
Which is annoying. I think the game is rigged.
It is an emerging technology, especially in the inner sea area,
yeah,
that is based on the
Paizo.
information given in the Guns and
Okay.
Gears book.
Okay.
No,
Yes.
the game's
hear
not
me
rigged.
out,
It's
though.
ridged.
Oh.
For your
Bastard.
pleasure. Speaking of, unfortunately, Micah is not feeling very well, so he will not be joining us tonight. But hopefully, he will be here in spirit, and
Get
he will
better
be
soon,
joining us
Micah.
next. Yes,
The
absolutely.
best among us.
Yeah, 100%.
Truly.
Fan favorite, not here. I'm just
I
waiting
know.
for the stream to just go straight downhill as everyone leaves.
Well,
I know
in
that-
order to
that
know
streamer
that, you'd
count-
have to pay attention to the numbers, and that's not something I do
I don't even
anymore.
have. I don't even
Oh.
have that open. I pop out the chat and call it a day.
I have
Um,
I have the moderator's stats open right now, so I see the live chat numbers.
oh,
I'm sorry.
nice. Oh yeah. Tiberius did some fun stuff. So yeah, so the graveyard has some real vibes of undead, which is usual. But there was a taint from the ritual that was casted by the weird necromancer undead people, like episode 7.
Yeah.
We're already getting the
Um,
throwbacks. I'm loving it.
I hope it was episode 7. I don't know.
Sounds about right. There was a graveyard stomp. It's fine.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're on like episode 4.
Anyways, it would normally heal over time, but in that area, it's easier to cast necromancy and all that bad stuff. So, Tiberius set up a ritual to negate the taint.
Don't you just love it when someone negates your taint?
Yeah.
Taint negated, baby.
Okay,
I'm
maybe it's
sorry,
good that
someone
Rich
had
is
to
in
say
here.
Yeah. Turns out, this person we're hunting down, Margaret, never actually existed because Matt can't read, and their name's
no.
actually
Hey,
Margaret.
no, he was using a false name because he was
A
getting
false
a
name?
Wait,
was
hold
getting
on.
a
Sure,
legitimate
that's what they
job.
all say in defense.
Okay, wait, hold on. We know that Russia is connected to Golarion. How do we are we truly sure that
I hate that that's canon.
Otari isn't connected? Wait, hold on. Are
Yeah.
we sure that Otari isn't connected to Britain?
Oh, don't go there. Don't go
I will
there.
go there. I will go there.
Because
I
we
have
know
been
that.
reading too much of British politics lately. Okay, I am well versed.
Because we know that Talden is supposed to be fantasy America. So
Oh boy, never mind.
wait,
Also,
you didn't
Matt,
know that?
I gave you a present.
I thought Arcadia was
Actually, someone else gave you a present too, Matt.
Hello.
hi Freds. Please don't.
No,
I have
no,
2
no,
villain
no, your
points.
turn. It's now your turn.
I guess we're having a combat tonight, at the very least.
Anyways, so what we thought were originally 2 brothers, then 3 brothers, turned out to be 4 brothers.
Yep.
With,
No way.
Umblin the Rogue. Actually, we don't know if he's a brother, because we killed him before he could, actually tell us stuff.
Yeah, we fucking
But-
murdered him.
Like, given that their last name on the token was the same,
Yeah,
one can
no.
assume.
There's four brothers. Only 3 of them actually lived in the keep. The 4th one, who is the ranger type, lived rough out in the wilds.
Yeah, and then, wildfire leshies were spawned upon Hargrit's death, and that was not fun because they kept following me.
They did
It
keep
was
going after
fine.
Tiberius.
Huh.
You walked it off. It was fine. You were barely hurt. Look, barely injured.
I almost died. I didn't get a full-on heal.
Barely injured. But
So,
no, that's
what
pretty
do
much what happened.
At least you walked out with your life, kid. All right, you got some meat on your bones. All right, you at least you're not where I'm at. All right.
Why are you using
Are there any
character voice that I use in a different
Yes,
game?
Eliza.
now that since the camp is burning, are there any like workers still here?
They came at the end. That was my.
Yes,
No,
I was about to
Oh,
say,
okay.
with the fires now abated, the workers are starting to return and have assisted with putting out the remaining fires. I'm just keeping the Embers effect up because I think it's cool.
It does look quite pretty.
Right?
It looks like fireflies almost,
Yeah, if it was a
except
slightly
less
different color.
flashy.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a different color, I like if they're more yellow. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
If they're more yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, are we changing the effect?
Maybe? Is it gonna do the thing?
You know what they say, with 10 million fireflies, it's weird, because I just hate saying goodbye.
I
Oh,
hate
God.
goodbyes.
Yeah, I just get misty-eyed,
When they say farewell.
I think I would have to
But-
refresh the page, and I'm not gonna do that.
Wait, hold on, Matt, it's okay, because I know where several are. If my dreams get real bizarre.
Are you
'Cause
literally
I
just
saved
reading
a
the lyrics,
few.
or do you know them off?
And
by
I
heart?
keep them in a
I
jar.
know- I am a zoomer. I know this fucking song, okay?
That song slaps,
It
okay,
does.
guys?
No, it
That-
does. I
that
just don't have it
song-
memorized.
That song and Fruit Salad by the Wiggles are by far the 2 biggest bangers of our generation. Alright? It is no contest.
Man,
I-
feels good that I'm at the end of the generation before you guys.
Wow,
the
the
millennials.
Yeah, I'm like the
Wiggles
end of the
fucking
millennials.
slap,
Let's
dude.
go.
I'm
They're
a
an Australian band, damn it.
zoomer.
They are? I thought they were American.
You didn't know?
What,
The Wiggles
The
are
Wiggles?
absolutely Australian.
I thought they were American.
that actually makes a lot more sense in
It
retrospect.
puts so much more in context.
yeah,
What
it's
am I-
one of those things that's like,
I just thought they had like funny Midwestern accents for the longest time. It's been
yeah,
so
it's
long
just
since I
a little
watched
bit
the Wiggles.
eccentric, but now that it's like, wait, no, Australian.
Captain
yeah, well, I just
Feathersword
thought
makes
they were
so much more sense now.
This is yeah, no, one of my older brothers went to their previous band.
Wait, he was a Wiggle too?
No, as in the Wiggles used to have a band before they were the Wiggles called the Cockroaches. One of my older brothers went to one of their performances as the Cockroaches.
Oh, cool.
The cockroach.
It-
That
it-
thing,
it was
you know
like-
what? That
it
is
was a Beatles
100%
cover
an
band.
Australian band name.
Apparently, they were like this
it's-
rock metal fusion band.
Okay,
How
so
fancy.
basically it's the Australian equivalent to what the Beatles were to Britain.
Yes,
Um,
less metal though, I guess.
No, I think it's,
There's no way the Beatles were metal. Hold on, the White Album's as close as you're getting to metal.
But yes,
I
Workers have
know it's a
arrived.
play on the
Fucking
name,
weird.
Matt. Beatles, cockroaches.
what? The workers have arrived and have started helping with the camp cleanup. Thankfully, due to some expeditious use of magic, a lot of the fires have already been put out. So it's
Unseen
mostly just
servant
cleaning
for the
up the
win.
damage. But the workers are very appreciative of your efforts. And promise to shout your old drinks next time they see you in the bar back in Otari.
Wait, did we figure out, was it corporate sabotage?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
It's highly
I
suspected
thought-
that it's corporate sabotage, but the Leadbuster boys were using this as an excuse to do other experimentations.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that we had figured out it was corporate sabotage, but I wasn't sure if that was still just our leading theory or fact.
I believe it is confirmed that they're hired out. But here's a good segue for us, guys. The camp's nearly burned down, and we're thinking of offering them like renting out our keep that we now own. They need a place
Sure.
to work.
Sure, yeah.
Well, they
I'm
need a
fine
place
with
to
it.
rest their heads, at the very
Yeah, yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Well,
which-
there's at least 3 sleeping bags in our keep. Have we cleaned out the dead bodies, or do they have to do that?
I imagine.
I mean, if
we-
you want to assist them with it, thankfully casualties are very minimal, except, on the bad guy side.
Well, no, I was talking about, weren't there just, like, corpses in the keep? Because one of them was a
Oh, the
necromancer?
keep, yes.
Yeah. There's a few corpses in there. Yes.
It's a cleanup. Like, it's a fixer-upper.
Wait,
it's
no,
fine.
no, wait, no.
Cleaner
We
upper.
cleaned up the bodies. We cleaned up the bodies and gave them.
Oh,
like,
right, I
because
cremated them.
You cremated
You
them.
did.
So now there's ashes.
Do you remember
Yeah, because
that?
we did a funeral service.
And hopefully you disposed of the ashes.
Yeah.
Not just kind of just left them in piles around the place, and so
Off-
it'd be like, oh, look, ash!
screen? Off screen, yes. On screen, no. We kind of just left them.
When I say I do a funeral service, it's implied that I take
Yes.
care of the ashes.
Yeah.
Spontaneously manifesting urns to keep the ashes in and all that other stuff.
Yeah. The first level spell, summon urn.
Yeah, summon urn. The actual, don't you know the divine cantrip summon urn?
Yes.
Oh, great
Using
burial
3
rites.
actions.
And it only works if there's ashes. You can't just summon a random urn
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
because
yeah,
it'd be too strong.
Yeah.
actively
Unless you're
have to-
going to use the urn as an instrument, but that's summon instrument.
And that's a whole a deal with bar because you have to make sure there's a little leather wrapping on top to make it a drum.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's get deeply into this and not this session. So,
So,
I mean,
what is our theory
It's been
about where the
25
urn
minutes of
comes
us
from?
doing bits and chats, so
So, what do we want to do? We've helped the camp. We're offering them our keep, right? To rent?
yeah, and I believe we settled for what was it, a silver per person per
An
week
hour.
or something like that?
Silver per hour? We're not gonna
No,
rent
I
out
believe
the
it
keep
was,
by the hour.
No, I believe it was a silver
Yeah,
per
we're
person
not-
per week.
We're not a
That'd be 23
hookup
of-
hotel. Our keep is not a hookup hotel. It's not
Hey,
by the hour.
I
mean,
feel like it
we
could be, though.
transition it to be one.
Yeah, it's
Just
kind of
get
free
Ridge as
terrain
the
at this
face
point.
of our company.
Oh,
Well, here's
yeah.
the thing, and then introduce safe sex practices and
In Golarion, that's already
What?
handled.
Yeah, we'll get a priest of Calistria to work on this one.
Between the Church of Callistra and the Church of, or the following of Limaneris, sex work and safe sex practices are very well handled in Golarion.
oh,
Great.
nice, nice.
So then, clearly we can get a few freelancers on that, and then, we'll pay them a few
Eliza
gold.
hunt
and
down through her clerical contacts, see if
Yeah,
she has a
you-
friend who she went to, cleric college with, who's a priest of Callistra.
But
Oh, sorry, no, all my friends are Desna worshippers. My bad.
so offering the keep to the people to stay there, and discussing the rent. He gives you 10 gold pieces, and he says, "Look, we're not 100% because I'm gonna have to go to the higher ups on this, but for now, take that. We'll send our workers who need the rest up to the keep, and they can sleep and rest, and we'll discuss an actual proper contract at a later date. But that's yours. And
Awesome. Let's put it in the
Nice.
communism, baby.
Put in the communism. Yeah, if needed,
Add
Uh,
coins.
Tiberius can write up an official contract.
What, do you have legal lore or something?
I have society.
Oh. I do know legal lore is an actual lore, because
Yeah,
one
it
of
is.
my characters has it.
Anything and everything is a lore.
anything and everything all of the time.
Okay, no, don't say that because I'm listening to I'm listening to that song right now.
Such a fucking earworm.
Apathy is a tragedy and boredom
have-
is a crime.
I have all of
Everything,
Inside
anything,
queued
everything,
up.
all the time.
I have. Oh God, no,
So-
it won't leave my brain.
A
Yeah,
question.
that song's been stuck in my head for weeks.
Margaret's body has been burnt up for whatever ritual it was he performed. All that remains is burnt skeleton remains and very, very charred flesh. But Omblin, his body is still there.
Oh, I was expecting some rogue trickery and there to be nobody because Umblin didn't actually die. They faked their death and disappeared. And we'd encounter Omblin in like level 7, and it would be a whole revenge boss battle.
Oh no, the Ranger did that.
And he'd be bumbling around. Yeah, the ranger is the one that escaped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Omblin was
I forgot.
straight
I
up
was
We
trying
bumbling.
to-
tied him up and he got out. And yeah.
I will deal with it at, like I said, level 7.
Yeah, so I would like to give him a proper funeral.
Okay.
Do I need to roll religion for that?
No. God, no.
Roll religion to perform a funeral.
Yeah, there's
You
just some
accidentally
things
trip
that
and
I
fall and
don't
knock
think
over
should be
the
rolled. This is
ashes.
one of them.
The
That's the
spirit
problem with-
will definitely come back as
Yeah.
an angry, vengeful ghost.
If
That's
you
my
nat
usual
one,
thing with
do
the
they
funeral
instantly
rites.
become a zombie?
That's usually what I do. I pick an undead that is the same level as what they were in life, and they just kind of stand up and start attacking. That's what I do, that kind of thing, but I feel it's mostly unnecessary. This guy was not really arcane or religiously aligned to any particular thing, so whatever funeral rites you wish to perform for him would be just fine and dandy.
My sort of general cremation that is heavily influenced by the fact that I grew up near a bunch of Saren rites.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So
On the bright
yeah.
side, there's lots of remnants of fires.
Yeah.
Just toss them into the campfire.
Yeah, actually, Eliza just picks him up, throws him in the campfire. Peace be with you.
Claps their hands. It's like, well, my job's done. Let's go.
One of the log workers is like, "Do you smell pork? I'm hungry."
To be
But
fair,
no,
I
he's
do have
buried.
a character that does do that. Just throws
What,
things
orc
on
funerals?
fires. No, just throws people onto fire and is like, "Peace be with you. Don't come back as an undead."
Please.
Oh, okay.
Please and thank you. Oh, but
I
that
was
would
so
be a great
confused.
spell.
What? Pork funeral?
Spontaneous
I feel-
combustion, but for
Oh.
divine spellcasters. So if you're killed as a part of the spell, or if they're reduced to 0 hit points as a part of the spell, they cannot be resurrected as an undead.
I
Check
wouldn't
out
call it
Sinclair's
spontaneous
Almanac,
combustion.
where you could
I would-
find.
I'd call it cremation.
That's probably what I would go for too, actually.
Yeah.
I'd say fire pyre will expire, but no one would get that reference.
I don't get it.
I
That
don't get
sounds-
it.
That sounds really familiar, and it's bugging me.
Is it
Yeah,
because you're
Joe?
old, Matt?
No, it's because I like Obscura JRPGs.
Obscura JRPGs? Tabletop
When did you start? When did you
Obscura?
start
Look at
making
it!
them? No. What is that from? Please tell me.
The world ends with you. One of the pins is called Fire Pyre will expire.
I feel like that's
I
just Pyro from
No.
TF2.
Okay, so no, I one of my buddies used to say that. Okay, that's why I know it. I haven't played it, but I had a buddy who played a lot of JRPGs, so
No, look, it's a great game, and the soundtrack is absolutely amazing, especially if you're into hip hop. But we're off topic once again. This is great, right? So
Let's head back to Otari.
I mean,
Go
if you
from
want
there?
to, or you can stay overnight in the camp. It's up to you.
Let's head back. I feel.
yeah, they're
It's a
very
little
low
burnt.
on bed space.
It's a little crispy here, so.
Yeah.
Let's see if this will work for me. If it doesn't, if the stairs don't work, let me know. Because there have
You
been
mean-
issues with it.
The cave?
Yes.
Alright, let's see if I break it.
They don't.
They don't? That's
Yeah,
fine.
They're not working for me.
Now watch Matt drag this all over and then Foundry crash again.
Pantry's not gonna crash, and if it does, it won't be my fault.
I've just remembered the last time you dragged us all over.
Oh my goodness! Is Otari actually fixed? Wow.
No, this is the landing.
Oh.
This is always good.
Oh, Otari is also fixed as well. I'm just not sure if you
Oh,
the
yeah.
wooden
Yeah.
city.
Good news is we brought
ML.
ML.
we
Morgrim.
brought Major Loser with us.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was Mother Lover.
No. They're all.
Oh my goodness!
they're all
Otari's
losers.
fixed.
So you
It's
have to-
it's the Lonely Island song.
I love that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
It's funny as it's part 2 from another song that I won't say because we're on stream.
Yeah. Absolutely can't.
Actually, I don't think it would break TOS. I just won't because this is PG-13.
Eh.
Oh,
I'm-
that's news to me.
The stream is
It-
tagged as
it's
being
not-
for mature audiences.
So I
we
can
should
say
be fine.
I can say it then, right?
Not really, because algorithms, yeah?
Fine. I guess you get this one.
No, thank you.
Pat, donate me a hero point, and I'll say the word.
That is super not how that works.
No.
It'll feed the
Don't-
algorithm. I
don't-
promise. I won't. Chat, don't do that. Chat,
Don't
don't do
reinforce
that.
this
If you
behavior.
could see me winking, I am totally not. Wink, wink. Don't wink to that wink.
Everyone knows Sniper can't wink, so
That's true.
dial back a minute.
I bet. Soft blink.
And if I ever
no,
go through
bend
this
forward
episode and have to edit it,
30 degrees, lean right into it, blink, and then come back out.
Yeah,
I've had
that's
some things that are
the
just that
cue.
memorable.
Does the logging company have like an office in Otari?
Not really.
Okay.
Because if I'm not mistaken, they're from Absalom.
No, I thought Absalom was the people who were committing corporate sabotage.
Yes, the Kortos Consortium, also known as the they have another name that escapes me at the moment, but they were the ones who were trying to muscle in on the entire territory and trying to create their own little monopoly for the logging efforts here. The logging camp that you just saved is Atari local, but they don't really have an office because most of their work is done off-site, so they don't really have a need for it.
I part of me kind of expected if you've ever seen like the small like offices for like small construction companies, like the trailer with like the one room trailer where they got like
that's
just
pretty
all
much
they got
what-
is like the secretary taking calls and then an accountant or something like that. It might be just one role combined.
That's usually what the small little shed-like building is for back at the logging camp, but they moved the desks
It's
out to
turned into an emergency hospital.
pretty much, because sometimes things happen. It's a fantasy world, and you just need an emergency hospital.
Because there's a big owl bear.
Was a big owlbear. Thankfully,
Yeah,
that's
until
all we
I
handled.
murdered it.
Poor owlbear.
It was all Eliza. Eliza's just, the best character, guys. Just kidding, it's
Whoa.
Ridge. Ridge is the
Okay,
best character.
I was about to say, not even my ego
Wow.
lets me put me at.
We all
And
know
we
Eliza's
do.
the second best.
And
Because
then
she's
Sniper,
Ridge's favorite.
and then Sniper, and then unfortunately Tiberius last.
No, that's
it's just
wrong.
how things go.
No, Tiberius MVP. Well, third MVP.
We're all
I
MVPs
can't-
No,
here.
no, you gotta realize, Sniper's the Dragon Slayer.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot title. Yeah, never mind. I take it back. I'm third MVP, please.
Yeah, and then there's Tiberius.
My general rule with
Tiberius, the
titles
nerd.
is you have to do it at least 3 times before actually change your character name to represent the title.
But we have the celebrity archetype, so I feel like my name is now ingrained as Sniper the Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, but I'm not changing your character name until then.
You're fine then.
Yeah,
Roll
Eliza-
two more
you
dragons
have
at
to
me
kill
right
3
now.
dragons. 3
Give me
dragons?
2 more.
But, Eliza, what are you doing back in Otari?
Eliza would love to visit the Dawnflower Library.
Yep.
One, to check and see how our dear centaur friend is recovering, because she was recovering at the library, correct?
She was. Because the
Yeah,
library is
so-
also the largest temple here in Otari.
Yeah, I would like to check on her,
Yep.
and then also try to research this Library of Nethys that got waterlogged.
Yep. That is easy done. Well,
Let
give
me
the
roll
for
my
that.
library use.
Well, do you have library lore?
I do not. I was joking and making a Call of Cthulhu reference. Because that is a skill in Call of Cthulhu.
One day
Oh
I'll
my god,
actually
play
get to
Call
run
of
it.
Cthulhu now?
One day
can I
I'll run it.
roll
Yep.
religion?
Yes, you can. I was about to say that's
Okay.
the second best to do in this particular library.
I feel like we should play Lancer.
Oh god. I can't do all the things, jeez.
21.
21. You're researching the library. Well, the Library of Nethys and the sunken city of Brightwater. The first thing that comes up is when you ask the librarians about this, they're kind of like, this is a popular legend at the moment. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Because we literally haven't had the chance to put some of the books back on the shelves yet.
Yeah, so I had a spiritual vision of an undersea city and library. And I'm fairly sure it was this library. And so I was wondering if I could have some more information as to the circumstances surrounding its sinking, and what I might find in said sunken city if I were to explore it.
Well, I know the Pathfinder Society has been looking into this extensively of late, particularly over the last couple of weeks, which is
Nerds.
strange. Everyone has a
Pathfinder
hate on for the Pathfinder
Society.
Society.
Because they're the nerds. Like, they're like, okay, wait, hold on. You got the Hell Knights who are dripped out in armor. You got the
That's
Firebrands
cool.
who are literal revolutionaries doing like insane stunts.
So
and then you got
cool.
the Pathfinder guys who are like, let's just write everything down and like
I will-
study it all.
I will hop in and say not all Hell Knights are cool.
Their
just-
armor is cool. Hold on. Their morals are absolutely terrible at times, but you have to
Yeah.
admit that armor looks
They've
so
got
Um,
the drip.
Okay,
They
okay, the
do.
armor- I will give you the armor. I'm just like the Order of the Rack. Dear Lord,
Oh, I've played Age of
For,
Ashes. I know Order of the Nail is not good people.
For those that don't know, Order of the Rack is essentially the people who hunt down suspected rebels and Shellyax, and they don't care if you're not an actual rebel. If they just think you are, they're essentially the
no. That's objective. Wait, hunt. That's objectively
Lawful
terrible,
evil, baby.
Yeah, that is evil. However, that armor that was on them, 10 out of 10. Game respect game.
Fun fact. If you're not a full-fledged Hell Knight, your armor is literally chainmail with boiled leather, like hardened leather, attachments.
Hey, Paizo, if you ever want to hire me for Lost Elements Hell Knights, I'm your guy now. I'll write about their armor.
I might be reading the entirety of Council of Thieves right now, so...
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Considering
a good one.
Paizo's statements on some things, I don't think we're going to be getting too much information on the Hell Knights. And if we do, it'll be very specific.
I think we want to... I personally would like to see one on the Bell of Flowers, just because I want to see what they move to next. I know that they're still in canon as an organization. Like, they're not going away. I just want to know... I think they're moving towards like other forms of oppression, such as like capitalism and shit like that. But one day at a time.
Nice.
Oh wow, the prophets of Calstrate are not going to be happy. But
oh yeah, the Asmodee, the Abadar guys are really not too glad about that one.
With your religion check, the librarian replies back and says, "The circumstances of its sinking, mostly it was to save the library when Starfall happened."
Starfall. I know exactly when that is. That's when the Starstone fell to Earth.
Common misconception, actually. The Starstone was actually lifted from deep beneath Otari. Well, not Otari. The Isle of Kortos by Aradin himself.
Okay, so apparently I don't know what Starfall is.
Because I think the Starstone came with the whole entire island.
Yeah, I think it did.
It did.
I remember reading the smallest amount of lore regarding that.
And for some reason, he also created the shooting and gave him those squished up noses. So, kind of give and take on that one. But
they're so cute.
They just don't get enough love.
Mostly the island was sunk to save it when everything kind of went exploding. But to begin with, it was attached. Like, it was here. Where it's gone
like
since then, we don't
to
know.
The island?
Yeah.
Of Kortos? Okay.
It was, according to historical records, what brief that we have, it was a part of a peninsula. Or it was like a little bit of an attachment on there. But in order to save it from destruction, it was severed and then sunk.
Did it have any, like, magical defense systems? Sentry bots or anything like that? I definitely know what a sentry bot is in character.
Well, considering the constructs are absolutely a thing, but... as for actual protections on the island, presumably they would have something to stop the library from being drowned underneath all that water. We know precious little about the library itself. We know that it was a repository of knowledge, particularly of the magical arts, being a library dedicated to Nethys. So, presumably, would be protected by all sorts of other magical things, wards and stuff. Yes. Expect magic missile?
I love magic missile.
I hear it's a great spell. It's a bit beyond me, unfortunately.
Well, thank you very much for your help. And so I'll finish up here, and then I'll go visit my dear centaur friend.
No problems. Your dear centaur friend, Norala, is actually recovering quite well. She sees you come in, and she goes, Liza, good to see you again.
Hello. How's it coming with the leg
Still a bit
and
stiff.
everything? I'm right at it with the lay on hands, baby.
Just a little bit of the muscle relaxing and
Just
pain relief.
a little bit of the lay on hands, you know. Some
Yep.
of that good stuff. 'Cause, you know, the priests, they probably got to heal a lot of people. So, you know, just some special attention.
And you only have so many spell slots per day.
Yeah. I have unlimited focus spells if I just keep refocusing.
Yeah.
Big brain.
I'm not too worried about it, especially since we're not in a combat situation
Yeah.
or anything like that. So you're able to relieve a lot of her pain from the leg. But even from a closer examination, it is looking a lot better.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing better. Hopefully, eventually, you'll be up and at 'em.
The sooner I can get back to work, the better. But I know things aren't exactly safe out there at the moment.
Well, slightly safer. We killed an owl bear. It was like a demented owl bear. It was
Well,
fiendish.
that's good.
Yeah.
I'd seen it moving in the forest a couple of times and did my best to avoid it.
Well, we saw it and it saw us, and so we had to fight it.
Such is the way
So-
of things.
We did. We also beat the evil cleric that had summoned it. He was part of a family of dwarves.
Okay.
There was a necromancer, and I will regale her with the tales of our adventure.
Yep. Well, she's actually pretty rapt. You have her rapt attention as she listens to all of this. But once you
If
finish,
someone else wants to do something, we can.
I've got
cut
one
to
more
them.
thing.
Okay.
She kind of finishes. Once you finish off, she goes, there was one other thing. I had the weirdest dream last night, and I've talked to the clerics here about it, but I'm curious to see whether you might know something different. I had a dream of a dragon.
Dragon.
So the dream started, and I was being chased by the basilisk, the one you guys slayed. But
Mhm.
instead of, being turned to stone, I was tackled to the ground, and it kind of was bearing itself down upon me. And a third eye opened on its head, and then it just kind of exploded in size, and these wings spread out of the back. There was like 6 wings, and it just flew up into the air, and this massive, like, gaping maw opened up on its chest, and it just screamed, and that's when I woke up.
It's that one Dark Souls boss.
Never played Dark Souls. I played Dark
There's-
Souls 3 a little bit.
I will be honest, I have not either. I just watched Drawthy,
Yeah.
and they do the thing where they draw Dark Souls bosses.
Oh, in
And-
different styles? Yeah.
Yeah, and that was that was one of them. Was like a dragon with a big mouth thing in its chest.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been playing a fair bit of Elden Ring recently. So, take from that what you will. But she goes, yeah, no, it was kind of terrifying. And, the dragon was still looking down at me, and it had these 3 eyes, and the jaw split in the center. You hear about dragons, right?
Uh-huh.
Like with the wings and the claws and everything else like that. But you did... I've never heard of a dragon like this before.
Yeah, well, so we have heard word, while we were in the forest when we met those kobolds that had stolen your bag. We suspected that they were following, a green dragon of, that had some connection to Lamashtu. right? We had made that assumption. I'm not making stuff up, right?
That is correct. You're not making stuff up.
Okay.
I think we've made the connection because there's the father of Lamashtu who wrote the letter, and they had a kind of like gnarled, fleshy arm that also had green scales growing out of it.
Yeah. This sort of, as well as, there were some followers of Lamashtu that had come into a disagreement with, the dwarves that we had ended up fighting and dispatching of. And you said this, how big was this dragon in your dream?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, it went from being the size of the basilisk to, like, eclipsing the sun.
Well, that's very large. I'm not even sure if our Dragon Slayer could deal with that.
Well, perspectives are weird, if that helps. I just know it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, no, that does sound quite terrifying. Well, if you have any more visions, feel free to reach out. We will be looking into this sort of dragon thing that seems to be going on in the mountains around here.
Yeah, look, there's a reason people don't go into the mountains too much. And look, a couple of years back, apparently most of the problems there were solved by a party of plucky adventurers, but these things never stay safe for long.
Thank you for telling me about this. And then I'll probably, like, give her, like, a hug and head out.
And she takes the hug quite happily. So, moving on to someone else. Tiberius, Sniper, what you doing?
Do you want to go first, Sniper?
Sure. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? You know what you're doing?
Now that we're back in Otari, is there a shooting range, perhaps?
In the place that doesn't really have it? Technically they do, but it's for archery.
I was like, there's probably an archery range.
You know the same thing. You just put a metal plate behind the target.
Pretty much. A metal plate,
Well,
or perhaps a full, like, earthen wall of some sort. But no, they do have an archery range, and you can use it for those purposes as well.
I was thinking about potentially just going to the shooting range and, try practicing a little bit, because for some reason my aim seemed a little off last game. Well, that's unless it's with my shotgun, which then
Shotgun was like, mwah.
That thing was on fire. I don't know why, but you know what? I really don't have a lot I want to do. Oh yes, wait, hold on. I want to go also visit the Fish Taverns Inn, is what it's called. Helga, the very nice gnome lady who gave us our hotel rooms.
I think she's a halfling.
She is a halfling, and that's Tamily of the fishery.
Guys, I'm so tired. The caffeine is worn off. What I described as a fuck ton of caffeine and sugar hit the sugar crash in an hour and a half. So I'm surprised it hit that long. But yes, I want to go say hi to Tamlin.
Need to hit that red alert.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll grab more caffeine. It'll balance it out. I make healthy adult decisions, guys. I promise.
So, Tamily.
Seems healthy to me.
She sees you, and I remember her accent and go, "Oh, Sniper! What can I do for you?"
Oh, nothing. I was just wanted to check in on you, make sure everything was all right.
Oh, things are for the most part okay. We've got a couple of new faces in here, but otherwise pretty peaceable.
Anyone know?
A couple of Pathfinder people.
What? Pathfinder people?
Yeah,
From
society.
the Pathfinder Society?
Yeah, from up Absalom Way. We don't have a local hall here, so, whenever they're doing investigations in the area, they usually stick around here. I used to be a part of the society myself.
You were part of the Pathfinder Society?
Nerd.
I heard they were all a bunch of nobody nerds who just studied stuff.
Well,
like Tiberius?
I have been known to do a little bit of study and research myself, especially if you're going and venturing into parts unknown. It's good to have a little bit of the information going into it. But no, I do understand the assumptions and the stereotypes involved in the society, and yes, there is an entire faction within the society that is pretty much nothing but nerds. But I was a part of the adventuring crew. I actually went out and did things.
That is fantastic for you. No, I've always been a little bit more inclined to the firebrand methods of dealing with things. Do you mind pointing them out? Are they in here right now?
She points to a table that is kind of... They're not separated from everyone else, but the locals are definitely keeping an eye on them. But for the most part, they seem to just be enjoying their drink and their meal.
Well, normally I would have Ridge deal with these encounters, but I guess I'll be acting in his stead instead. So I'm gonna take a little. I'm gonna sign up a few coin down for Tamley. I'd like to buy them another round of whatever they're drinking. And I'm gonna walk over there.
Alright. She takes your money for it. Once again, this isn't something you really need to track, because it is so below your level at this point. But she takes
the
money
rest is
for you.
tip.
Yeah.
Just help out the patron and the bar. I don't need to devastate their economy by dropping like 100 gold.
Here's 100 gold for, bottle of wine or something. I don't know.
That would literally destroy their internal economy. Alright, I've taken enough economics classes to know that doing that in any system will instantly cause a market collapse.
It's like, you, urchin boy, here's a gold piece. Go deliver this message. And all of a sudden, the poor little boy is accosted by everyone. But
yeah, for being rich.
You don't see
Is
that a
that
lot.
what Mansa Musa did to the Egyptian economy?
He literally destroyed a good chunk of Africa's economy just because he threw out his money so often that any country he walked into was instantly falling into economic collapse because he left so much gold behind. It is insane what that man did.
I mean, that's one way to defeat
that
capitalism.
rich.
Yeah, he had the equivalent of Bezos' wealth, but if Bezos actually gave away any of his money.
And also, if it wasn't all not just numbers in a computer, it was actual material wealth.
You mean I think it's 85% of the world's currency?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, before I devastate their economy over here, I'm gonna take a little mosey over to the Pathfinder nerds.
Well, they see you coming up, and one of the girls at the table kind of adjusts her glasses as you approach. And the others at the table kind of turn to look and go, "Ah, you must be one of the locals. Well, kind of local. You from New Monero?"
I internally, no one can see this, but in my sight, I switched the Rage protocol on. And
yep.
Hey, we established this was a thing a few episodes
you
ago.
Did.
So,
you did.
Yeah.
This is just, I'm surprised James's memory got that. So the Ridge protocol turns on, and I go, Oh, that's funny you say that. I'm pretty sure I'm from Numeria. Yeah. I'm sorry. My name is Sniper. It is such a pleasure to meet all of y'all. Yeah, I'm not really from around here that often. I mean, I've been around here in terms of for a month or so, but nothing, like I would say to be considered a local. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, we've only been here for a couple of days, so you're more local than we are.
We're property owners, okay?
Yeah, we
we
officially
we
become
are.
local.
Oh, we have full citizenship now. No, I was wondering why y'all were here in Otari. I figured, the Pathfinder Society being what they are would be a little bit more based in Absalom or Katapesh or, one of the bigger towns or kingdoms around here.
Well, we're not based here. We're kind of between expeditions at the moment. We're just doing our
That's
baseline
interesting.
research for a new one that we're planning to go on soon.
If you don't mind me asking, I'm a bit of an adventurer myself. What are you investigating?
Give me a diplomacy
If
check.
if it doesn't break your
I think for utilizing the Ridge Protocol should get a bonus.
I have a -2 to this roll.
I think
guys.
it should be at least a neutral roll since we're using the
15!
Ridge
Oh my
Protocol.
god, Ridge Protocol. Alright.
Yo.
Why couldn't this be deception? I at least have a +5 in that. Yeah.
Well, we're currently investigating 2 separate sites.
Mm-hmm.
One is showing a little bit more promise than the other.
Do you mind telling me them? We've done some. Me and my crew. We've done some work around here. They call me Sniper the Dragon Slayer. And you might know a local celebrity around here named Ridge.
You know Ridge?
Oh my God! I work with Ridge. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, no, look, word of his exploits, and I'm guessing the exploits of your part of his group?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, they've started to reach Absalom.
Oh really now?
It's
Well,
part of the
that's
reason
good to
we're
hear.
here.
Do you want to meet Ridge? Well, I'm sure I could set something up for you. You
Well,
know?
No, look, we don't want to impose. Well, I'm quite sure he has his
Oh,
own private
my-
life where he does his
Oh,
own
don't.
things.
Don't you, darling? Don't you worry a thing. I'm
No,
more
look,
than
it's
fine with
fine.
doing that.
But, some of the legends and some of the rumors that have been coming out are why we're here.
That's. Do you mind if I ask for a little bit more detail about that? If you don't mind, because I care deeply about my friend.
Well done. They continue and they go, well, we're looking into the Library of Brightwater.
That is fascinating. The one that's underwater, right?
Yes, that one. The supposed
They're gonna
sunken...
beat me to my library.
Oh,
That is
100%.
so interesting. You mind if I take a seat with y'all for a second? Just because
Oh,
I've
by all
ordered.
means.
I've had Tamala bring you a few drinks if you don't mind. I personally can't drink because obviously the fluid would just go right through me. But
Two of the
I
society
wanted to
Can't
members...
show
hold
a
his
little-
drink.
Two of the society members at that point kind of look at each other, nod and go, Numerian.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not sure exactly. I just know that I'm an android, to say the least.
Well,
Look,
it's just that the
if you're-
Jiskin built constructs can actually digest alcohol properly. They use it as a fuel for their internal engines.
Oh, that's so interesting. I don't have that.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
what I
I
said,
was
Numerian.
wondering.
Sniper suddenly berating himself for not being that kind of construct.
Well, hey, we've ruled out one of the possible options now. No, it's really funny because I have a friend, Tiberius, and my other friend Eliza are looking into the very same library. In fact, my friend wrote to y'all not too long ago, and it was funny that you all appeared here when you did.
Yeah,
I
no,
figured
funny
it'd be
that.
something. Uh-huh.
Well, look, our research into the into Brightwater hasn't been going too great. But
That's a bummer.
if you're after a bit of a tip,
Uh-huh.
apparently there's an old temple to the north of here. It's known locally as the Scar, but we're pretty sure that it has some information about Brightwater there.
I'm sorry if I'm being to impose here, but isn't the Scar all the way a little farther north from here? The World Scar?
Oh,
Or is this two different things? I'm
two
sorry.
different things, I believe. From what we have
gotcha.
found out, it's kind of there's a canyon that looks somewhat like a scar, and the temple's at the bottom of the canyon. Hence, why it's known locally as the Scar.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I wasn't, gonna have to shoot some demons and devils.
Yeah, no, that's a completely different thing.
Oh, my bad. You know what? If y'all don't mind, I could get my fellow adventuring party. Reg might be a little busy right now because he's off doing celebrity things. But you know what? I can at least get the other two. We can all compare notes and what have you. They're both giant, interesting research. Oh, I didn't want to say that. No, that is deeply offensive. I'd never want to imply that y'all are nerds.
No, look, it's fine. From what we've been told, there's some defenses and there's been some activity up near the Scar, so we were trying to think of our approach for it. But, hey, if you and your compatriots want to go there and, check it out for us.
Well, I'll be damned.
We can share some
I feel like
information, share some resources.
Yeah,
We have a boat that's ready to go out to the ocean.
That's such
a
good
boat? I was planning on swimming.
We were thinking about a few ways of getting there ourselves. My idea was to tie heavy weights to our feet and then dive in, because then we'd get plummeted to the bottom, and we all have air breathing cast on us. But you know what?
I
A
was
boat
planning on
sounds
just
so
tying
much
a
more.
leash to Ridge, and then just all four of us holding on. For all three of us.
Red nose as our caddy had a very shiny glow. If you ever saw it, he's probably with his ho-ho-hos. Anyways, well, you know what? Let me go get my friends. I will, if you all want, I could pay for your full meal here as a show of perpetuity and gratitude for letting me approach y'all, being so nice to me.
Oh, look, that's fine. We're collecting receipts. The society's paying for this.
It's a write-off thing. My bad.
The business expense?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure, you got some Abadarian lawyers over there, who are very good at accounting. I will be right back, within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on where those nerds are, but I'm gonna guess that they were both in the Library of Saradrai, because both of them are, they're interesting folk. And I tap the table. And if it's going on the business account, another round over here, please, and I will get up and leave. And deactivate the bridge protocol.
Noise. Tamily brings over the drinks, of course, and there's some happy drinking that goes on. It's mostly just a house ale, so it won't be enough to get anyone drunk. But
I'm not trying to get them drunk. I'm trying to establish that I'm doing what Ridge has taught me to do, which is to be overly friendly.
Yeah.
But I still have a -2, so because I look like me. And emotionally unaware.
Just a little bit, it's fine.
It's fine.
Tiberius, what are you up to?
So Ridge might have not Ridge, good old Sniper might have guessed properly. You know, I was thinking Ridge Protocol, and that got me. Saying Ridge. So yeah. Well, I'm kind of sad. There's 3 things that I want to research now, but I only know about one of them because the other 2 were told in 2 separate character interactions. Because there's this really cool dragon, and then there's this temple at the bottom of the scar, which I don't know either of those pieces of information.
If
so,
you want to bump into Eliza at the library,
So I'm gonna get the library
looking for you.
So what my thought process is it's going to be like in stages. So Tiberius is at the library starting to research about the temple. After that, he runs into Eliza coming after she finishes with the horse, and then learns about the
Nirala.
after you did Nirala, learns about the dragon, and then Sniper comes over and he learns about the scar. That's my thought process, but we never know.
So everyone's meeting up at the library then?
So first things first, I'm going to see if I can figure out anything from the stuff about the temple, because I don't think I've actually officially done research about the temple, which is surprising.
Not about the Library of Nethys, but this is a question, because you have a couple of things to research now, like you said. So, are you specifically researching the Library of Nethys? Or the Archives of Memphis? Or are you referencing the Scar or the Dragon?
So my thought process is, I don't know about the other 2 because this is what I'm doing while they're doing their other things.
Yep.
Right? So my first things first is going to be the Archives of Nethys because that's the only piece of information I have to go on.
Alright. I'm pretty sure you got Library Lore? Or Lore Master?
Yeah, so I got Library Lore, which is just, knowing where to find the books in a library.
Mm-hmm. In this case, it would be either a specific lore check. Library Lore will work for this because you are in a library. Otherwise, it'll either
and
be
I'm
Arcana
researching
Religion.
Meta Library.
Yep. I'll give you a circumstance bonus for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Library Lore, but so first things first. This is gonna be an interesting thing because of how recovering focus points works as being a wizard and such. So I'm going to use my new archetype ability to cast a Lore Master. Lore Master's Etude focus spell, which will allow me to roll twice and take the better result on this recall knowledge check. And then but I can recover focus points by literally researching.
Yeah. Now who's a nerd?
What, you actual nerd? You get your spell casting from studying? What a nerd!
Yeah, no, it's actually I actually looked up the stuff about recovering focus points. It's like, yeah, as a wizard, you can literally get it by reading, and I'm like, oh, okay. So
hey, sorcerers get it by existing. All right, so you know what? Like, you're not far off of an actual. Still a nerd.
So, anyways, I'm gonna.
And which is the warlocks get it back by giving their sugar daddy a call.
So, is it do I get are you doing a circumstance bonus or are you lessening the DC?
DC's gonna stay the same, but I'm gonna give you a +1 circumstance bonus. Because you are researching about a library in a library using library lore.
So let's see, roll, and then I'm gonna re-roll and keep the better result. Which it was the exact same. Oh no, it was the second one was a 13. But yeah, so that's 29.
29. I've got to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's a critical success by level. It's just your level 4 now, so it's changed a bit. Yeah, no, that's a critical success. So, what do you want to know about the library? What are your questions, Lore Master?
Oh. Okay.
Because you got the critical, so I have some information to give you. But, what other stuff do you want to know?
Okay, so we pretty much already know the location because of Liza's vision.
Yes, you know the rough location of it. It's somewhere to the south of Otari. Well, specifically south of the fishing
So
camp.
here's the thing. Eliza knows what it exactly looks like, so I don't have to find out, oh, where is it in Brightwater? Because Eliza should be able to spot it.
Yes.
Should.
If you had the right spell, you would be able to go directly there.
What?
Yeah.
Teleport?
No, locate.
Is that a spell I can take?
I'm not 100% sure. I know it
Worst
is
case
also
scenario, we grab a scroll, I learn from it, and we go from there.
Or hell, just grab a scroll and do it from there. But
But if we do that, I don't learn the spell.
so
It is on the divine spell list, but it's a 3rd level spell, so I don't get it until next level.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
no, it's
and
almost
then
like the GM's planning for this or something.
No, how dare you plan for this?
How dare you plan for us to level up?
Or
So-
clatter in the background.
Tiberius, what is your question?
I knocked over a thing.
Okay, so I also have to think of this of what Tiberius would want to know. Okay. Oh, this seems like a waste, but it's 100% what Tiberius would wonder. Okay. What is the library's specialty?
Well, because it is a library dedicated to Nethys themselves, the library is a repository for all spells. Any spell that has ever been cast, there is a copy of it within the shelves and the books and the tomes of the library.
Aw yeah, me about to learn some rituals, baby.
Guys, let's just bring hundreds of gold, and Tiberius will just study spells for a week.
Hundreds of gold and in ink. It's
Yeah,
not
in ink.
actual gold.
I mean, everyone knows Bridge is actually just a squid, and we can just harvest ink, right?
Pretty sure there's an ability with one of the ancestries that allows you to produce ink. But, similar to the library in Hell, the library, according to legend, just automatically inscribes every spell that's ever been cast. And that's for any of the traditions.
Amazing. This is how Matt is gonna give us our new spells, everyone.
Seeing my players, they're so clever.
Yeah. I don't know if I can ask for something else. I guess probably defenses.
Everyone's concerned about the defenses. Why so?
Well,
Because you're gonna kill
So
us.
Here's the thing. Tiberius knows, okay, this library is hella dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was Tiberius, he would have that defended out of the wazoo.
Alright, so defenses. And you got your critical success. So, according to legend, the worshippers of Nethys, the original librarians, are still there.
And cool friends.
As you would expect, considering what the library's purpose is, they're also substantial casters themselves. All that said, there are several mentions that you find through your research that one of the heralds of Nethys also makes their home in the library. It is not specified which one, however.
Do I not? So I don't know which herald with the crit success.
No. But you do find references to a staff. One of the relics of Nethys is also housed in the library.
Okay, I'm looking at my character sheet. I'm like, Staff Nexus, Arcane Bond, and it's like me want.
It is known as the Staff of Theurgy.
Staff of Theurgy.
Other than that, that's about all I can give you for your critical success.
Yeah. And okay.
At that point,
And
yep.
Okay, and like the herald that's there is it not mentioned in like any of Nethys' teachings either? Because I'm kind of just thinking like, so I got that critical success, and I'm a worshiper of Nethys.
You can find out about the several heralds for Nethys, but in specific reference to the library, it doesn't state which one it is. I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head, but you can find out the names of the heralds, but the one that's specifically
I'd probably just
library,
know them. I wouldn't have to learn it. It's like, hey,
I've
who
got it
doesn't
in the
know
notes
shit
for the
about their
library,
religion?
but it's a little bit too soon for you to be getting that information.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, and then people come.
Well, Eliza will be the first one. Eliza, you will see Tiberius is...
Buried in
Tiberius.
books.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to Narala, and apparently visions are going around because she had a vision of this dragon that was like a green dragon, but it was also super mutated and like had a gaping mouth in its chest.
Alright, I have two.
And like 6 wings and 3 eyes.
Okay.
Would you be able to research anything like that?
I should be able to. My first thing is, before you said the 3 eyes, which matches what we know, I was thinking maybe it's hallucination from all the medicine, but yes, I should be able to do that. I imagine it took me more than 10 minutes to learn all that information.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That was like an hour or two of research.
Cool! My focus point is back!
Oh god.
Oh. Always having advantage on every frickin' research check.
Well, I'm just chilling. Like, in combat, no, but in in downtime, hell yeah. Yeah, I should be able to,
do
pick up a few things. Especially seeing as, knowing about dragons is my, specialty.
Draconic Lore will drop this check.
Yeah, which I am expert in Draconic Lore because I picked up, extra lore, dragon lore. So...
Let's see how you go, if you're going to be researching that as well. I mean...
Rerolling.
Yeah, right.
Result. Okay, yeah, 31 is the,
Your first rolls are doing better, you know that, right?
Yes, but I got advantage, so I'm gonna do it.
That's fair! So, first things first, when you're researching Draconic Lore, this kind of mutated dragon is not a thing that happens naturally within the biology of a dragon. That said, it is commonly known and commonly practiced, particularly amongst dragons, that if they're after more power quicker, they're not opposed to making deals and doing certain rituals and delving into things to make themselves more powerful. So, although it doesn't naturally happen, there are many instances of dragons who have mutated themselves or have become different things. Raveners are the most commonly known ones, also known as the Dracolich, or zombie dragons / skeleton dragons, where in order to prolong their lives, they go through a similar ritual to that of a lich, in order to extend their lifespans by using undeath. In this particular
Which is
case,
so
though,
funny to me because dragons already live like for fucking ever.
right? They live for like thousands of years, and they're just like, you know what?
Not enough for them.
You know what? I think it's more issues with their mortality as opposed to their lifespan.
Like, all I'm
Yeah.
saying, when humans
Because-
become liches, that's understandable. They live for like 2 years compared to some of the longer-lived
I think
races.
I think it's mainly because dragons are so long-lived that they die not of natural causes.
They
Okay.
die of
I'm trying to-
heroes
like, I'm trying-
barging
Hold on.
in.
Yeah,
Hold
'cause I
on,
don't
hold
think there's
on.
an actual lore happenstance of a dragon dying of
feel
natural
like-
causes.
I feel like at this point, heroes are natural causes. Like, I feel like they are an active symptom just due to the amount of murdering an adventurer does
Yeah,
in the course of their
To
lifetime.
at this point, dragons can't even get insurance from that, like health insurance,
Oh,
from
yeah,
that, because it's considered act of God.
No. Actually, it's
Active
considered
adventurer.
No, it's
It's a
only an
pre-medical
act of
condition.
God if a cleric is in the party.
Let's be real, more times than not, they have a cleric, oracle, or some such.
Oh god, see, now I'm just imagining a cleric of Abadar being like, no, I gotta get the killing blow so we don't have to pay for their funeral costs.
Yeah, it's
so-
a pre-existing
no, so,
condition at that point. It doesn't get covered by dragon insurance.
Yeah, it has
Anyway.
to be maybe. Yeah.
Although there's no specific cases that you can find, this is probably a dragon who has made a pact or a deal with a particular entity. Considering the references to 3 eyes and the mutated appearance, you would assume Lamashtu. Which lines up with a lot of what you've already kind of
Well,
looked
we
into
already
already.
kind of knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What are green dragons weak to?
Oh,
The more important question is, will it matter?
trying to see if.
Not bullets.
Well,
I
Well.
yeah, I'm going back to, because I believe that I've already looked at what green dragons are weak to.
if I remember right, they do poison damage.
Okay, green dragons, poison damage, cone breath weapon, swim speed, fort and reflex are worst saves, and has an attack of opportunity. So
I'm not
I
sure if they
not.
have a specific weakness or not.
I don't think they had a weakness.
Dang.
The urge to metagame, like, immediately is shooting up.
Just immediately go to the bestiary and be like, okay, let's look this
No,
up.
I don't even need to. I don't need to read the bestiary to know that there's only 2 dragons that are in the chromatics order that actually has innate weaknesses, like expressed weaknesses in their stat blocks.
Is it white
white?
and maybe red?
I cannot confirm and or deny.
Because I'm
the
thinking about
existence.
the cold fire combination, right?
I cannot confirm nor deny the draconic existence of the chromatic sphere of dragons. But if someone were to approach a red light and a white light and a green light, 2 of those are the correct answer.
God.
Yeah,
Tiberius.
I didn't say it. I didn't say which one. It's still up. The debate.
Regarding the dragon in question, however, if it has been mutated to that degree, what specific abilities or powers are at its disposal are unknown.
With the crit success, would I be able to infer from what I probably know about Lamashtu what sort of abilities Lamashtu might have granted said dragon?
Amongst creatures and the blessed of Lamashtu, regeneration is quite common.
That's not
what
good.
what would the weakness of said regeneration be?
That's a little bit more difficult to tell. But-
Would it be like, would I know, oh, is it like troll regeneration, a la fire, or is it non-troll regeneration? So like, could I narrow it down to fire or not fire?
Fire is pretty common, so it is a pretty safe bet.
It's actually just whatchamacallit, it's Tarask regeneration. It never stops and you can't kill them.
Yeah, no, I read
No,
that
it's
stat block.
actually Pathfinder Kingmaker's the video game, because I don't know what actually happened in the adventure path regarding the trolls there, but it's actually acid and not fire.
Well, okay. Quick aside, in Kingmaker, fire doesn't work because they got the specific brands on them that stop the fire from working on them. But another assumption you can make about the regeneration would probably be good aligned magic.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Good
because
aligned magic. If only I could cast Divine Lance.
I have written a feat specifically for this.
I'm hearing excuses for not being bullets or using bullets.
Get some good aligned bullets then.
Oh, I don't need that. No, I'm saying my bullets are particularly effective.
But yes, regeneration is common. Spontaneous regeneration of limbs. Usually you will find that those blessed of Lamashtu will have other mutated abilities. So, as much as you can say it's probably going to have dragon abilities, it's probably going to have some other things as well.
Okay.
Zesty.
Quite. Now, you had one last thing to research. As Sniper arrives.
Did that take longer than 10 minutes?
Of course it fucking did.
Okay, I'm refocused. Let's go.
Yeah. Sniper, I'm guessing you tell him about the scar and everything else?
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet?
No.
So
not
we're
that good.
first
The floor is
getting
yours.
invited.
Ridge. Fuck. Ridge is off doing stuff, so I guess I'll talk to you two. Well, you know those nerds that you wrote to, Tiberius?
My professor.
What was their name? And are they female? I'm not quite sure. They could be,
Some
female
days
for
they
passing. Oh, they're gender fluid. That's good for them. Well,
Really short. Really confusing.
Well, I got some news for you. Well, first, have you found anything helpful here?
Tons. As he looks over to the almost 30 books scattered about.
Oh God, no! Don't make me
It's
activate.
more or less been
Don't
a line of
Please don't make
learn
me
about
activate
this,
the Ridge
learn about
protocol.
that.
Please don't make me activate the Ridge protocol. It's annoying to deal with it as is. I don't want to do it again.
Eliza is just slowly taking away books that he's not using and putting them back on the cart.
I imagine that's what's been going on this whole entire time.
All right,
you'd take most of the books back. You'd come back and return to Tiberius, and he hands you a list.
Yeah.
All right. Well, clearly, as Ridge would say, you two need a social life. So what I'm gonna do is give you two a little bit of knowledge that I hope you will capitalize on, because I do not have the knowledge required to give the proper information. Over in Timilin's bar, there are a group of nerds looking into the underwater library. It says we should go to a place in the north called the Scar. Or I'll fully admit I was a little confused about where the Scar was placed exactly, because there's two scars. But
the one on this island, or the one
on this island, that one.
Yes.
We were supposed to, well, we were gonna. They said that we should go there. In that that could lead us to the library. but also the fact that we could also use their boat, and because this is all one big tax write-off.
Them it is.
So, look, I'll fully admit they are Pathfinder Society nerds. Figured they were sent here. Oh, they said they were sent here because of you and your letter thingy.
I guess the professor shared the journal that I sent them. I'm surprised that they were able to read it so quickly.
Well, they said they were in between expeditions, and were doing a little bit of research before they went in. Apparently, our friend Ridge, his fame is starting to rise up, so to say. And I think that you should capitalize on this while they're still here. Now, I told them I would only be 5 to 10 minutes because I bought them another round of drinks. So they're already nice to buzz for you. It's in your nerd, their nerds. I figured you two would get along.
Eliza
real
is
well.
out the door because as much as she loves Tiberius,
I mean,
she
Tiberius
has been
is-
researching with him for way too long.
Tiberius is done researching for the day, anyways.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta really like. Tiberius has been researching for like 5 hours now.
Yeah.
He's fucking tired.
Okay, so are you or are you not gonna go talk to
I'm going just.
Okay.
I need to pick me up. Alrighty.
Oh, you need to pick me up. Well, funny thing.
The myopia is
you
starting to
can-
set in.
If you need
Just
a
running
pick me
across
up,
the ocean.
they're looking.
Random people.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick swim. That'll definitely wake you up.
Walk on
Just
water, it's
hold
fine.
still as I put your head in the water, and then are you awake now?
What are you doing?
You said you needed to get a pick me up. Hold on, I think it didn't work. One more time. I pull it back out.
Yo, is this AD&D?
Did it work?
Roll fort save to not drown.
The 2 seconds you're underwater.
Waterboarding Tiberius.
Tell me where the girl is now.
Anyway.
all right, are you awake? Are you awake?
No, I am.
Talk to him? Yeah. Oh well, there you go. There's a little bit of a pick me up. You nerds go have some fun. I'm gonna hang around Tamily or help her out because I will not contribute anything meaningful to the conversation.
Alright.
I will.
On our
Yeah.
journey over, I'll kind of call out to Eliza, who's rushing out ahead. Eliza, I do have a few things to share with you.
Oh yes.
You will.
Eliza slows down a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be able to meet one of the heralds.
Oh, wonderful. Which I definitely know what those are. Let me roll a religion check.
They're like the followers of gods, like the major ones. Like
Okay, they're like angels, but Nethys angels.
They're like Iomade.
I rolled a 26 of it.
Okay.
So...
Iomade was Eridan's herald, and she literally became a god when he died.
So they're like archangels, but
Yeah,
Nethys archangels.
And like the Tarask, I think it's the Tarask is
A
Rovagug's
herald
herald.
of Rovagug.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Everyone
26.
hates Rovagug.
1 second. Please roll that and take the better result.
Oh, let me.
It's almost like my lore master's attitude is whenever you or an ally.
Yeah, it's the first roll was the better one.
Yeah, and then I'll just have to take 10 minutes. It's fine.
Well, as far as you're aware, Nethys has 4 specific heralds.
Okay.
One is a lich.
Oh, neat.
Another one is a succubus-like creature. There's also...
I'm assuming subsists on knowledge.
Who
For the most part,
seduces
yes.
nerds.
The siren call of knowledge. A masked trumpet archon, and a woman-shaped cloud made of pure energy.
You know, 2 of those sound way cooler than the other 2.
I mean, the brief description I have for Takarol is a mighty, semi-skeletal lich.
Yeah, that sounds like he'd want to eat my soul.
I know which one kind of houses themselves there, but...
Yeah, I assume he's just kind of chill and just is like, yeah, I want to know more stuff, so I decided to just not die.
More Rahodum lich than Eye of Terror lich.
Fair.
Wait, I should probably explain that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I'm
probably,
now
'cause
lost.
I don't know the difference.
Just quickly, a Eye of Terror lich would be something like the Whispering Tyrant, which is all about, evil and spreading the undead hordes all over the world. A Rahodum... Yeah, whereas a Rahodum lich is more like, I don't care about the gods, I just want to continue doing my academic research long beyond my human lifespan, so I'm going to make myself a lich for that specific purpose.
And then it's funny because then I don't care about the gods, then it becomes a herald.
Well, of Nethys, so it's kind of up in the air a bit.
Yeah.
Listen, Eliza went to cleric school with a lot of, clerics of Sarenrae and stuff. She's not as pure on the whole lich thing. She's like, okay, homie, that's a little...
And
a little sus.
I can't wait for it to be the lich in the underwater temple, and Eliza just go, yeah, no, I'm converting.
Nope. I'm out. Besides, Nethys' spell list is
Eliza
better.
about to full commit to a cleric of Sarenrae. Nah.
But do you have any quick questions for the Pathfinder Society people? Otherwise, we will go to a break.
We can go to a break. I
Yeah,
don't
we can
have
go to a break.
anything that is pressing.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
in that case, we're just going to take a short 10 to 15 minute break just so we can stretch our legs, refocus, grab drinks, etc. I absolutely need to grab a new drink. But I hope to
Tiberius
see...
is refocused again? Let's go!
Oh dear God. This is going to be like Dark Vision, isn't it? We'll be back in about 10
100%.
minutes. We hope to see you then. Alright. And we're back! Hey everyone. Sorry, just
And
dealing with
that's
some
why
stuff.
I
with
started
Library.
playing Lancer.
Hello.
What is everyone's obsession with Lancer at the moment? Jeez.
It's so fucking good. Well, hold on. I've been playing it for a while before the boom has started hitting. But oh my god, is that
What
game
is
awesome.
Lancer?
It's a mech game, but you could flirt with your friends. And if your GM is named Andrew Hooper, he will destroy your day with emotional backstory stuff, but in a loving and caring way.
Wait, I'm
Hoop, if
sorry.
you ever
How is one of the selling points you can flirt with your friends? You can always flirt with your friends.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
are
I
you
meant-
implying that
but-
I'm not supposed to flirt with my friends?
No, I meant
got a
in
lot
the
of letters
sense...
to write.
Hold on, I meant more in a sense that you can do it from a mech instead of...
Oh, I can be a big brooding metal boy and
hey,
flirt with
I
my
can
friends.
shoot like 8 rockets in a round. Like literally last combat, I took out, I did damage to 20 drones because I activated my Monarch core power, and it has a range of 50, which was so off the map that I couldn't even measure it on Foundry because it ran out of space. So the game is legit fun if you decide to go tanky boy. But, you know, some of my other friends are like, no, I'm going to be setting everyone on fire. And another one's playing a sniper and the other one a tech monkey. It is
Okay.
legit a fun game.
The
I can
Osiris-
keep talking about it if you
love
want.
looking into is
Osiris?
Genesis.
Matt,
Exclamation
no more
point
Lancer?
SO space whatever Hooper's username on Twitch is.
The Lost Caravan RPG.
I think he's telling you to toss it in chat.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to it.
You got it?
I am.
I'm
getting it.
Stuff.
Well, Osiris is doing that. Like I said, the one that I love looking into and all that is Genesis. I believe Juliet, you've played a bit of that, haven't you?
Genesis? Have I?
I could have sworn you were talking about it at a game one day.
I don't know. I've played a couple of
system.
Oh, no. With narrative dice, the one I've played was the
Edge of the Empire.
Edge of the Empire, yeah.
They're essentially the same system.
Oh,
Edge of the
okay.
Empire was essentially streamlined and made Genesis.
You guys
Fair.
play Age of the Empire? Well, a real Star Wars fan would play Saga Edition.
Why would I play that when I can play Edge of the
I know.
Empire?
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Actually,
the best
I
way.
like I like Saga Edition, but it suffers from 3.5 syndrome. I will
Yes.
fully admit to that.
Yes.
No, it's
And it has that
There
dumb
are
Skywalker rule, which I
Oh
absolutely
yeah, if you're
hate.
a Skywalker, you're instantly the best in the game.
What?
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
you automatically win. It's basically an auto cheat card. If I'm a Skywalker,
Make
nine
your
a boo boo.
character's
I have.
last
I
name
have-
Skywalker.
It's
Okay.
essentially plot armor.
So the rule is if the last name of your character is Skywalker, all your Force checks get an extra D6, and you
Which
get
is
bonus.
insane.
You get bonus Force powers every level.
That's
Which is
so
equal.
That's
bogus.
All you have to do is just name them Skywalker. It is literally a trump card to win the game. I know there's no technical winning in TTRPGs, but in this case there is a clear winner if your name is Skywalker and you're playing a Jedi character. Not
the
even a
design
Jedi.
philosophy behind it, however, was for those who were actually playing the characters from Star Wars. So, for instance, if someone wanted to just replay the events of Revenge of the Jedi, or if they wanted
Revenge of the
to...
Jedi.
Am I-
oh my
am I
god.
Revenge
I'm
of
gonna-
the Jedi.
I'm gonna,
Yo,
I'm gonna
Rise of the
favorite
Jedi
movie right
in
there.
here. Am I the only one who kind of finds that, I don't know, boring?
Yes and no. I like to play TTRPGs where I'm playing.
different
I'd love
strokes
to
for
play
different
Batman.
folks.
I mean playing the movie. Whereas I don't mind hey, play the characters and stuff, but kind of go off and have a bit
It's-
of a
I would
different
love
adventure that's
to
not the movie.
play
Hold
the
on.
background characters of the movie.
You see, that's
yeah,
a
I
whole
wanna be,
different. That's a whole
I want to
different
be Tad and Bink,
thing,
please.
in my opinion.
I would love to be random rebel soldier number 7.
His name is Ted.
I would love to play that one slug.
I feel like I can hear Matt's inner brain screaming in agony as we are not doing the adventure.
Oh
See,
no,
it's all the
look,
background
I've
characters get
played-
together and hunt down the materials for Luke's hand.
oh god. I have actually played in a couple of apprentice games in Star Wars where everyone plays as Jedi apprentices. And they
Is this pre-Order 66 or post?
one of them was as it was happening. So Order 66
Oh,
went out
that's-
while we were on mission. So we were
that's-
pretty
oh,
much
that's
had to
not good.
run from the Empire. The other one was post episode 6. So it was in that
Is
in
this
between playing.
Is this before number 7 was out? Because
Yes,
there
well
are two different lore
beforehand.
implications. Okay, I was about to say that's two very different lore
Yeah.
implications. One
This
ends
was,
out
New
well
Order.
for Luke, and the other one not so much.
This was the extended universe, and this was as a part of the New Jedi Order.
Ooh, I wonder what. Oh, it would have been so cool
Yeah.
because you'd had the Yuuzhan Vog not too long after that.
So if
which
anyone
would've
wants
been
me
a
to play
Pre-
Star Wars
pre-7
games,
3-7 lore, beautiful. 1-7
I mean,
hit.
Matt,
depressing.
you know I would try to join.
I probably
play
wouldn't run
Lancer?
Saga. I would probably do Edge of the Empire.
I would absolutely play an Edge of the Empire game with you.
Yeah.
I don't
But-
know how, but I
Yeah.
would legit love to.
back to our Pathfinder 2nd Edition game.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that thing
Yeah,
that
we
we
cannot
get paid.
confirm nor deny.
This is a Pathfinder stream, I promise.
I do have a Revenge of
We're
the Jedi
just
poster in the
nerds.
background, by the way, because that was the original name for the Return of the Jedi, but people thought,
That's
oh
the
my
fucker.
god,
I
Jedi.
remember it. Return of the
Uh,
Jedi. Damn it.
Oh, Jesus. I thought you were doing a bit.
No,
Okay,
I wasn't.
hold
I
on.
just couldn't think of the name.
oh.
I'm judging you now, okay?
You can
I will
judge me all
fully
you want.
admit.
So we're walking in.
Not
there's
even a
some
true
nerds
Star Wars.
here.
Yes, you're walking to the
Oh,
fishery,
are
and
we
there
talking
are...
about the VC? I'm sorry. I'm done. I'll go on mute now.
Pathfinder Society is at their table, and they're kind of still drinking. Their meals are long done by this point, though.
Hi, hello,
Hi.
Eliza Incantala, Cleric of Nethys. I hear you're looking for the Library of Nethys? The Archives of Nethys, if you will?
Name drop, name drop, name drop. We are looking for
And
the
I'm
Library of
Tiberius.
Brightwater. Yes, Tiberius? Oh, you're Tiberius.
Yes.
Okay. But yes, we are looking for the Library of Brightwater. Or Brightwater in general.
Well, I had a vision of it.
Oh?
Under the sea. It rose up in my vision, and I've been feeling a call to the ocean ever since. So, if you guys have any leads or anything, I do have some sort of spiritual connection to the library.
Well, the first question I'll have to ask is, have you had any encounters with aboleths recently?
Have I had any encounters with aboleths recently? Because I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
As far as
Aboleths are
I'm aware,
giant.
as the GM, the answer is no.
Those things are like, what, level 18?
No?
Surprisingly, no. An aboleth is a red level
what?
9.
Yeah.
Ew,
that's where
that
they
is
were. That's what they
shocking.
were in first edition, I think.
If I'm
I
not
think they were, like,
mistaken,
CR9.
if we're going by first edition, they go from CR9 to CR30.
There's a higher level aboleth known as the Veiled Master, and that's challenge rating 15.
Oh,
I think.
that's what I was thinking. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
my
and
bad.
I thought there was a CR30 aboleth.
In Pathfinder Edition 1, there was.
Okay, so I'm not crazy about that. Cool.
Yeah. Also, there was Cthulhu in first edition, so you know.
Yes,
that
there
as well.
was. I converted it to second
I
edition. So
love
worth
God,
it.
why would you do
Cthulhu.
Because my player, I need to do Let's Kill Cthulhu game at some point.
Okay.
You should just give him weakness 1 million to boats.
Wait, hold on. Knowing H.P. Lovecraft, it has weakness 10 if you're a diverse character for
Oh god.
purely spitting in the face of H.P. Lovecraft's history.
I mean, I was just making the joke that that's how it gets taken down in the original.
Oh yeah,
thing.
It
Is
gets-
a boat
it's that-
runs
it was-
into it. Really,
it didn't even die because it reformed. Like it's hinted that he reforms like a bit after they sail off.
Well, it's
That's right. I know.
But
Yeah, that's right. I know slightly about Call of Cthulhu.
So,
I mean, to be fair, it's always hinted that the Eldritch horror isn't truly gone.
Why would they ever die?
so yes, we are looking for the Library of Brightwater. We know it's to the south. The fact that you've had visions is comforting.
Yes.
It means we're on the right path, at the very least.
So, my dear compatriot, Snipe of the Dragon Slayer, went and told me that you guys had recommended we look at a temple in a canyon,
Yes.
sort of north of here.
It is known as the Scar. From our research, it is a temple complex that was contemporary to the Library of Nethys.
And I'm gonna roll religion to see what I know about this temple.
Go
I
for
guess
it.
Yeah, I guess I can just do a Lore Master check.
That 24 is enough.
24,
I know.
baby. Oh, 27. Gotta one-off it, don't we?
Well, technically both are successes, neither are critical successes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I used my focus point for that religion check earlier and haven't refocused yet. Kind of deal.
You're both rolling really well, though. So,
Yeah,
Eliza.
I've been rolling 17s and 18s out of the wazoo.
Shush before the dice get cursed.
It's
The temple complex known as the Scar is a particular temple that has been dedicated to Lamashtu.
Oh, fun.
Lamashtu, as being one of the first gods of Golarion, a lot of her churches and cults are a lot older than some of the more recent ones. Because of this, some of her older temples dot the landscape across Golarion. The one known as the Scar is one of those. According to
Okay.
legend, it's one of the oldest.
So, you guys, have you guys visited this complex yet, or you are just planning on it, or?
We only arrived like a day ago, so we're still
Okay.
in the information collecting stage of everything, and we'll actually get organized for expeditions within hopefully the next week, but we're still waiting on
So-
a couple of people to arrive.
Just a heads up, there's a bunch of Lamashtu shit that's been going on around here recently. We
Okay.
believe it has to do with a dragon that seems to have made a deal with Lamashtu.
Okay.
It's like some weird
a pact, and
kobold.
it's been mutated. And then there's a follower that's humanoid, like almost human, but with mutation themselves.
Scaly hand.
Yes.
And there was definitely one of my dear friends, Narala. I don't know if you know her. She's a courier. She
One
had
of
a
the-
vision. Of
One of the
a
society
dragon.
members is just quickly kind of going through their own notebook, making notes and scribbling things as you're talking. But yes, continue.
Exactly
Tiberius-
like
Tiberius-
Tiberius does.
Tiberius puts a finger up and just puts down his notebook. You can thank me later.
Oh,
And
you nerds!
there's the
You
immediate
absolute
thing-
nerds!
Where they slide the books side by side and they start transcribing.
Oh,
Just
my
writing
God.
as fast as they can.
Do you see why we bully you? Do you see why?
As far as I know, you only really bully me. You usually give Eliza.
Oh, sorry, that's out of
Eliza.
character. My bad.
Not a nerd.
Do you see? You see why I think you're an absolute nerd, right? This is appalling. All right, I'm gonna go help. What's her name?
Pamela?
Yep. The second bit of caffeine I had during the break is
Kick it in.
prior break is nope, failing.
Oh, okay.
I need a nap.
Eliza, what were you saying?
And there's one of Narala, who's a courier around here, who recently got attacked by a basilisk, had a vision of a dragon that had like 3 eyes and like 6 wings and like a weird gaping chest mouth thing.
Oh, that's kind of gross, but
Yeah,
Mash
That
too.
mutated dragon that made the deal for Lamashtu.
And we believe that's the dragon. Yeah.
Well, we haven't had any particular reports of dragon sightings nearby.
Oh, there was a dragon under the city, and there's actually we have it on good authority from some kobolds we met that it was a hatchling of another larger dragon.
I believe it was a hatchling of the dragon that Norala had a vision of.
That's what my going theory is as well.
Well, that's
Said
concerning.
dragon, the hatchling, is the reason why Snap is called the Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, he killed it
He killed a hatchling.
with a brilliantly placed shot.
Yes, that.
Okay. Alright.
Do I get-
So the story goes.
They're
I
just
hear
kind
this?
of processing. No, you're up with Tamale.
Okay, cool. I was about to make a comment of, well, that should now make me a full member of the Pathfinder Society just off of that one kill, but never mind
So-
now.
Eliza got information regarding the religious aspects of this
Yep.
temple. Did my lore master give me alternative information?
What was the question again?
Alternative facts.
God. What was the question regarding? The scar?
It was just about the scar, yeah.
Particularly, for the most part, it is a temple to Lamashtu. More recently, however, the place, you know for a fact, the place is becoming more and more dangerous. It is separating itself further and further from the wilds. That's based more on the rumors and other research you've been doing. People have also been complaining about nightmares the closer they get to the area. And although there are suspicions that a cult has taken up residence there, no one's really been able to look into it too closely.
This sounds like it's gonna be a dungeon crawl.
What's that? A classic dungeon crawl?
Ew, in my Pathfinder game, I thought we were looking for paths, dude.
Yeah, I thought we were finding paths.
Well, you
I
have
thought
found
we
it.
were- I thought-
Abomination vaulting.
Surprisingly, I'm not taking you to the Abomination Vaults.
I thought we were buying SUVs.
SUVs?
Pathfinders aren't
Nissan Pathfinder.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh,
they're not
God.
SUVs.
Are they not?
Yeah, I think they're
No.
like minivans, aren't
They're classified as minivans.
Yeah.
I know. I own one. Well, I don't own one.
I
My parents
don't
do,
own
but
one, but
I have it
the
because
first
of brand
things
loyalty.
first is a lot of people are saying that it's an SUV.
Is chat saying that? I only listen to
No,
chat.
no. It's cars.usnews.com. Like literally, I just looked up
they're
Pathfinder
lying.
vehicle.
They're
and a lot
lying.
of them are saying SUVs.
They're lying. It is in fact whatever chat says it is. So I only listen to one information source, and that is the chat. So I don't know what to tell you. It's
That's not dangerous at all.
it's an alternative fact until I hear otherwise.
someone in chat just said it was a
It was
minivan.
that was
Oh well, I
I
guess it's
know
a
what
minivan.
that would mean.
Wow.
I don't know who this person is, so I have a good authority to trust that they are telling me the truth and aren't lying.
Do you have any more questions for the Pathfinder Society people?
You guys want to come up? Because I figure we'll probably be headed towards the sky. You guys want to come with? Tag along?
We're probably going to be going along in a couple of days, but we still need to get... Like I said, we're still within the whole research part of this expedition.
We give Tiberius 1 day, and that's it.
That's all I need. Although I'm not studying the rest of today.
I'm being.
Wow, you're actually
facetious.
taking a mental health break here?
Yeah.
I am so proud of your character growth.
We're also waiting for our expedition leader and a couple of other things to arrive.
All right. Well,
Okay, guys, I win this whole entire argument.
Was it said in chat?
Nissan.ca.
Oh god.
Vehicles, crossovers, and SUVs. The 2022 Nissan Pathfinder is an 8-passenger SUV.
Oh, that's because
Oh,
wait, hold
okay.
on. That's a 2022 model. I don't have a 2022 model.
Wait, it's an 8-seater SUV?
Yeah,
Yes.
That feels
Pathfinders could
excessive.
hold up a lot
With
of.
8 premium, not just normal, premium passenger seats.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sponsored.
I could fit my good chunk. I drove that car to PAX Unplugged, and it legit was comfortable for everyone in there. Not an endorsement or anything. It was just a casual fact.
We are not sponsored by Nissan, but if Nissan wants to reach
However-
out, we are currently accepting.
I know that's an American-made car, and
I
is
thought
Nissan?
Nissan was a Japanese company.
Well, guess what? If you want to still sponsor
I
us
think
and
that's
whatever,
actually a common misconception.
I'm not sure what it is. I know Honda's Japanese, but I don't know Nissan.
Nissan Motor Company Ltd is a Japanese multinational automobile manufacturer.
Oh, there we go. We're learning more stuff
Oh.
about Nissan cars than we are about dragons today.
So,
Hijinks
should
has their
we-
animal facts. We've got car facts, apparently.
Exactly.
Do we want to either go after one of our side quests or head up towards this this scar?
You have side
'Cause
quests?
I've-
Someone gave you side
We've
quests?
got
Yeah, what
that,
side quests do we have left?
We've
I
got
thought
the
we completed
weird
all of our
the
side quests.
kobold map.
You do have the
Isn't that
kobold map
leading-
as well.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
that
leads
lead
to
the
the
star?
Is that the one that leads to the like the dragon statue, or is that a secondary thing?
It's a secondary thing.
There's a
So
secondary
we have
thing.
that too.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
also got the dragon statue thingy.
Okay, well, you know what? Unlike a oh wait, hold on, I'm not there. Never mind. I'll bite my tongue.
I think this is discussing out of character.
It
Yeah,
is
we're
out
out of character right
oh,
now.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, as one who actively ignores side quests, I say we focus on the main plotline because we seem to be not going in that direction, and you know,
Yeah.
probably hopping back onto that bandwagon to really make sure we're getting a bang for our buck in terms of I don't know how much Matt paid to get it, but you know what? Whatever that amount is.
Sorry, what? I get paid?
No, you paid
I
to
think-
get the module, not the other way around.
Oh, okay.
And yes, you do get paid. There's one Sinclair's library that.
Yeah,
is
but I
now,
don't get paid to stream.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? What is the point of subscribing to your channel?
Hey, wait a second.
Hopefully
I
I'll get
could've
another
sworn that I
payout?
gave you $2.50 earlier today.
Yes.
Exactly. Boom. You could
That
get.
is-
Wait, hold on. Convert that into Australian money. That is like a coffee and a half.
Oh no, look, it's actually really great. I've got precisely one payout from Twitch in the 2 years almost of streaming regularly. And the payouts are only at $100 increments, so you have to be over 100. But when it actually hit my PayPal account, it came out to about 150. It was just like, yes.
Nice.
Congrats.
Nice. So
Your economy is worse than ours.
yeah, we can do start the main quest, do some research before we leave, and then probably be ready for when Ridge comes back next week, kind of deal. 'Cause
Yeah, I think like
Well, if we're headed north, the kobold's map leads north too. Just
Well-
saying.
The kobold's map was along the coast, but the cave in particular, or the door, was leading north, but it was on the coastline. Whereas the scar will be taking you directly north by the river.
So, I know for a fact that the door is east of Absalom, which means that's like a week and a half, 2 weeks at least journey away.
Wait, I wasn't talking about the painting. I was
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
there's an item
And
called
then-
the kobold's map that says depicts some sort of campsite northeast of Otari,
Yeah.
which is presumably near where the scar would be. I'm assuming.
Matt sits along the coast, so that's really
I don't
northeast.
understand how the
Yeah,
coast
wait,
is
hold on.
northeast.
Because
Wait.
we're on an island. There's
Oh.
coast in every direction.
Listen, my brain works great, guys. Thank you.
Hey, wait,
chat.
hold on. I live in the Northeast, and I live on the coast.
Wild.
Okay, I'm confused. Like the point that was trying to be made here.
No, because I'm saying, looking at the map, northeast
Yes.
of Otari is inland.
So
of
it's-
like our map.
it should be
so-
noted that the further east you go, it starts to round out to the north.
Okay.
Yeah, did we ever actually pin that map
I don't
that I
think
sent
did.
in chat
I'm not
a
sure.
long time ago?
You might have
I
to
can-
scroll up.
I can just resend it.
So,
Oh, was
This
it a
is-
map of the Isle of Cortos?
Yes.
Okay.
Pursuing the Scar or something
it's
else?
24. I forgot it's 24 megabytes.
Well, the only reason out of character I was thinking maybe not go immediately to the Scar is because we're a person down.
Well, I don't think we're gonna make it there
I
today.
don't think we're gonna have to
Oh,
worry
God,
about
no.
that. Session's
Okay.
gonna end in
We only have, like,
15 to
half an hour.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah,
I
let's head for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that maybe spending time and getting as many Pathfinder Society people here as possible is a good idea. I know it's going to take a little longer, but on the other hand, we're going to have more resources and more targets not aimed at us.
Do we really want to travel with a bunch of nerds, though?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
hold on,
I
that's
guess
a good
I'll leave
point.
you guys.
That's
I'll
that's
make
a good
new
point.
character.
No, we said more nerds, not less.
Yeah.
So, speaking as the GM, and mechanically
Uh-huh.
speaking,
Uh-huh.
if all of you go on your own, then that's fine. You can go and, general adventure, etc. You can spend a couple of days, take the Pathfinder Society with you. If you do that, though, keep in mind not only will you be getting their resources, but you'll have to split treasure with them.
Oh, never mind. No, let's go on our own.
Yeah,
So,
let's go on our own.
Having the
Um,
Pathfinder
I think
Society
we
with
might
you
wanna have
will
the
make it
Society with
easier.
us.
Okay, but we have to give up stuff, and that's not cool.
We're
Particularly anything of
good
historical
at-
significance.
guys. Their whole entire thing is to go to Bright Torrent. We give them lay of the land of Bright Torrent, and we take the temple where all the goodies actually are.
But there could be goodies in Bright Torrent.
I doubt it.
Can I make a recall knowledge check? Oh wait, I'm not
Right?
dead.
Torrent is the library underwater, right? The underwater.
No, it's the
one?
city
it's the city.
surrounding.
But there
Oh.
could be goodies in there. That's my
Yeah.
point. What? We don't need those Pathfinder nerds. We already got 3 of them.
I
We
would
can
prefer
absolutely
if
get
more.
if we stay one step ahead of them. That way, we can pull back, we can regroup if we need them. Because you can always run from a battle. That's always an
Yeah.
option. And we can, if we need them, we can always wait for them to catch up to us. But if we start a day or two ahead of them,
I'm
then...
thinking of the resources that they can offer us because A, we get the boat, so
Okay,
we get
but,
there
like-
sooner. If we don't
Oh.
take the boat, they can beat us there.
We could steal the boat. How about that?
we have boats. We own a fishing camp.
We don't
yeah,
own a
that's
boat.
true.
I assume, Matt, did a boat come with the fishing camp?
I saw boats on the
Specifically,
map.
no, but yes, you could quite easily secure a boat.
Yeah, we have Ridge.
Secure a boat. We've got Ridge.
I mean, I'm
we're
obviously
famous.
outvoted 2-1 here, so it doesn't matter.
No, your input is very important at telling us what not to do.
God.
Your input is appreciated, but
It's
however,
appreciated,
is
but
wrong.
doesn't matter.
No, it's not that it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that it's wrong is the issue.
Wow. Harsh.
I'm
More
not.
to the point.
Hey, I'm not being harsh. I'm being honest.
But there's no reason for us to compete. We're
Well,
all looking
do you
towards
really
the
want to
same goal.
give? Do you want to give up our own treasure? I mean, what if we find a
I
really
I imagine there's
cool
going to be more
nerd
treasure
staff
than we
for
can
you?
carry.
Well, then, why would we? If we can't carry it at all, we can always come back. But if we bring them, they also get a lick of that treasure, and guess what? Now all of a sudden we can carry it all. Why would we want to do that?
I would say it's always an option to wait up for them to catch up to us.
Exactly. And if we're dead, congrats, we have now successfully warned them of what was to come.
I mean, I don't think we're going to die. We
I don't
can
think we're
always
gonna die.
Retreat.
No, we're all gods. We won't die. We're level 4 for a reason.
Here's the thing.
We
the
haven't
Pathfinder
died
Society
yet.
are for the betterment of people.
And guess what? Technically, I'm not classified under humanoid people. So,
Actually,
Yeah, you are.
You are.
You have the
100%
humanoid trait.
humanoid.
Classified
sure.
under that.
I'm classified as android, not people. So,
Listen,
You're a certified Duskwalker android, which is a person.
since when was I certified on all these matters? I don't even know what I am.
listen, I just think that, you
Oh,
know,
hey, a
it's not-
raid.
these people aren't the ones that are being called to the temple. It's me that's being
That's
called.
why I said we get free reign of the temple.
And so, well, the thing is, I don't necessarily feel that they may be intending to work for the betterment of all of us. But
It's what they all
you know,
say.
if-
Hold on. Are we really gonna trust our society to a bunch of nerds who like studying all the time? Or are we gonna actually listen to people who will do stuff and steal all the treasure out of that temple? Because I'm thinking there might be some good ammo in there. There could be, a new staff
here's the
for
second
you,
thing.
maybe a grimoire.
Sniper, I really doubt we're
Uh-huh.
going to be able to steal anything out of that temple.
well,
Well, the
we're
brain
talking
How do
about
we know?
there's the Temple of Lamashtu, and then there's the Temple of Nethys, the two separate
The
temples.
in the archives, it's still
There are still
occupied.
people there, most likely.
Wait,
we might
hold
get
on.
a
Not most
gift,
likely.
though.
There are.
Wait, we have confirmed as our kitty there, or are these more merfolk, or are these the
Well,
Avalets?
so I think
I believe
there's
it's
like
neither.
a bubble around the temple, is what I seem to, or what the theory seemed to be amongst the Sarenrites at the temple.
And wait,
All
hold on,
I
have
know
the
is that
Sararites
all
even
the-
been there? Like, why don't we
No,
like find
they
a
have not.
Sorceress
They're
worshiper?
still all there.
They haven't
Okay,
been there.
okay.
And the reason I
Go
don't
ahead.
find a Gazra worshipper is there's not a temple to one here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
That there is.
Well, it's underground.
Well, look at that. Well, oh god, I don't
And
wanna
they
do
have a
more swimming.
shrine, a smaller shrine a bit to the north.
Did
Okay.
they? I think I visited it.
Yes, you did.
Isn't there a shrine underground too? Because there's one.
That's a
underneath
whole temple.
it. Exactly. So there's a shrine down to No, my point was all right.
Yep.
So we can negotiate with the people in the archive, right? But then we could steal everything out of the Lamashtu temple, and that way we get all of the money and the gold and all the nice bit of treasure. Because
I
you know
believe
what?
Everything
Maybe
in
they're-
the Lamashtu temple was already given to us because the Pathfinder Society is not going there.
They're gonna
only
s-
going to the underwater place with us.
Are they
And
only
as
going to
clarity-
underwater place?
For clarity,
Uh-huh.
they were planning on going to the Scar. It's
Oh,
just
were they?
if you can go ahead of them, or more to the point, if you can get the information that they need and then bring it back, they're also okay with that. But they were
Okay,
planning on going
but
to the
do
Scar
we still-
first, and then do the preparations to go to Brightwater.
See, exactly. They want our stuff, and stuff, I mean our potential treasure. Now, I'm not willing to give that
were-
up.
They're totally okay with us getting all the treasure from the
I
Temple
turned to
of
one of
Lamashtu.
them. I turned to one of them. Are you okay with us getting all the treasure?
Define treasure.
And I mean all. Anything I say is
Shiny
treasure.
things?
Magic
Valuable?
items, scrolls, gold. What else? Guns, but I doubt they have guns.
Probably not know.
I'll happily share all knowledge that I gain as I am doing.
Yeah,
currently,
well, hold on.
Pointing
What
to
if-
the notebook that the person's currently copying out of.
Wait, hold on, isn't knowledge treasure? So you let us keep all the physical items, and you guys can get the nerd knowledge bits, the ones that I don't pay attention to. And
Well-
that way, everyone wins. You get your information, we get the shining money and the reward.
Okay, hold on. It
I
depends
think we should
on
get
whether
some gold.
the items in question have historical or other relevance.
Oh,
So yeah, no, look, if you find a giant pile of gold, we might take a coin if the coinage is actually interesting. And sure, if there's
that's a
gems and
whole
stuff,
gold piece.
if there's gems and
Never
stuff, I
stop being
probably
a
can have
selfish
them.
bastard.
Yeah,
Please.
being
But-
selfish. I need equipment.
If, for instance, there's like pottery there, that shows historical elements.
Oh, I love pottery. That's my favorite shit. I'm always asking Matt, is there pottery that I can loot?
Then yes, we would probably, would ask for that. But more to your question, sometimes you will find magic items in these kind of delves that, although powerful and useful in and of themselves, still have historic relevance, and the people that they originally belonged to might prefer it in their hands as opposed to, the hands of random adventurers.
The Church of Lamashtu? You're gonna give it to the
Yeah,
Church
wait, you're
of
gonna
Lamashtu?
You're gonna give the people who actively are making
No offense to the
life
Church
worse.
of Lamashtu.
No, there's
But
like a museum
Isn't
in
she?
Lamashtu.
There's a
You're gonna put
museum
it in a
Absalom.
museum?
Well, yeah, there's one specifically
we get-
dedicated to the gods.
No, to the gods in general.
Yeah,
It has an exhibit to Lamashtu.
I don't understand you Absalom folk. I'll be 100% honest.
the
about
Ascension Court has a specific, corded off area where it honors all the gods.
that. Yeah, okay, but then what's stopping?
Eliza's like honoring all the gods. There are definitely gods that don't deserve honoring.
Well,
There are some chaotic evil ones just lying about.
Rovagug. You
Yeah, I
gotta
was thinking
honor
of particular
Rovagug.
I think Rovagug is one that is strictly not worshipped.
Absalom, from memory, doesn't actually have a lot of rules regarding which gods can and cannot be worshipped openly. It's just one of those things where if you openly say that you worship Rovagug, you're probably going to catch hands from someone.
A cleric of Sarenrae, probably.
Probably. And Asmodeus, Desna. The list continues.
I've read the
doesn't
Pathfinder
continue.
Origins comic books. I know that Lamashtu followers are one of nightmares.
Yeah,
But-
they're
They're a little
Yeah.
wonky. I've seen a few images that I wish I had not seen from those comics. They're
Yeah.
I love them.
don't-
I remember
I
they're
don't think
weird.
Lamashtu. I don't think Lamashtu or Urgatho are worshipped in.
Not
What, in the
specifically
Pathfinder
worshipped in
comics?
Absalom.
Absalom, my bad.
But it's one of those things where there's always cults, especially in a city as big as Absalom. Specifically in the
Well-
Precipice Quarter, there's an entire society of ghouls that live beneath the Precipice Quarter who worship Urgathoa.
And that's
Let's
common knowledge?
Kind of, yeah.
go ahead. Us three.
Mhm.
Maybe Ridge can tag along, depending on how his famous things are going.
Ridge will be tagging
Um,
along, and I will be discussing with Micah over the next couple of days what Ridge has been up to while you've all been doing this.
He
And
met a really cute fisherman and was just like, "I'm gonna take the next 2 to 3 days off."
we can head up
I mean, I'm not wrong.
and into the Scar and go from there.
Okay, wait, hold on. Should we at least do a day of prep? Just like make sure we got all of our stuff. Any additional research? Look, they're not leaving tomorrow. Are you? And I turned to them. Are you leaving tomorrow?
No, we're
Or the
probably not
day
leaving
after?
tomorrow.
Okay, great. So they're not leaving for like a week. If we take one day to maybe
Okay,
do
we
a
can
little
take
bit
a
of
day.
additional. Yeah, I
I
feel like
thought
a
we were
day.
such in a
is-
rush to beat them to places.
Oh, we are. Don't worry. And I'm saying this openly in front of their faces. We are. Don't worry about that. It's more in a sense that sometimes being prepared is the way to go here. And I'm all for shoot first, think never. But in a sense that I don't want to get one-shotted by an aboleth. Even though we're all gods, I still feel like maybe one additional day of research
I
to
think
find
we
out
could take
what-
an aboleth. It's only
Uh,
character level +5.
I'll tell you this now. The way that the Pathfinder Society has decided to level out creatures is pretty rigid. It's definitely evolved over the last 10 years. I'll say that.
Look, we just assign broad categories to creatures. That's not to say that any of them are always like that. It's just they kind of vary between it, and we kind of choose an average. I should point out, however, in the inner sea, aboleths aren't your only concern. There are also kraken, and there have been sightings of Thessalonic behemoths.
We won't
Bridge
run
knows
into
these
those.
waters. He's from here.
Oh, no,
Exactly.
look,
We have an
most of
inside
them are safe,
man.
but there are concerns. Hence,
yes,
why we're waiting for things to arrive from Absalom.
Yes. If
What's
you,
coming
flip
from
to,
Absalom?
A couple pages later, it'll give you some more information that you'd like. Yes.
I'm
One
sorry,
of them
wait,
turns
hold
to you and just says, "Stuff."
What do you mean stuff? I feel like if we're
Things.
gonna be
It'll give
Well,
you
that's-
the general theorized location, some of the defenses that in the temple and such.
Well, there are things that are still being researched. Any information you can share with us, of course, is helpful, and thank you for the journal. There are, as we've said already, there are things that we're still waiting on that will hopefully help with our expedition into Brightwater. Whether you want to join us on that or not is completely up to you, though.
Right up. to
I'll
the-
also share
to
the
Temple
information
of
that I
Lam-
get at the
first,
Star
to
with
the
you guys.
Lamashtu. Let's go head towards Lamashtu after we take our day. Let us.
All right.
Guess we're
So,
all gonna go to the library.
what
No, you
preparations
guys,
do you want to make?
I need
don't
to-
need either of you.
I need to go to the library. I just
you
didn't
both
have
have
time.
I hope you both have a more enjoyable time. Elsewhere.
I'm going to sleep.
Um,
So, what preparations do you want to do in that day? Is the big question.
Yeah.
You have horses, you have Terrorbird, you have cart.
We've got cart. Is there anything else I need?
You might need some rations. Apparently, it's about a day away. It does follow with the river, so Ridge will be fine regarding his particular needs regarding water.
Yeah.
So, navigation's not a big issue, but rations might be something you need to look into, and any other supplies you might want to pick up.
How much are striking runes, out of curiosity?
A lot. Like 65 gold pieces.
65? That's like not even half. I mean, that's
Hey.
a little over half of our gold pieces. We should totally
Yeah,
get
I need a striking
Sniper.
rune.
a striking rune.
You
I
are
feel
getting to
like
the
that
point
would
where you're
be-
starting to need the runes.
I feel
I-
like that would be.
I have two
good for
guns though.
sniper.
Which gun would you? I will give you your choice of gun of which one
The
gets
one
it.
you prefer to use.
Yeah, whichever
Uh,
one you want.
I'm gonna start using the frontier rifle a little bit more, but I gotta
that
say
one.
after the last combat with the shotgun, oh boy, was
The
that just
shotgun did do
beautiful.
well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the frontier rapier. I feel like that will offer up a little bit more of my fighting
It's-
style.
But I want to have 160 gold to make myself a decent staff.
Aww.
To make yourself an
What-
armor potency rune?
No, a level.
Maybe like
an
what about like a
actual just
belt of good health?
first tier staff costs 160 gold, and then I can actually use the staff for things other than cantrips.
To make a staff, wouldn't you only need half? So you'd only need 80?
With the rules of crafting in Pathfinder 2, the only way you can get a crafted item for half is if you spend additional days and bring the price down.
Oh.
I've been looking into it
Lame.
a little bit.
Nerd.
Apparently, the upcoming treasure book from Paizo, they're re-looking and re-examining how the crafting works. We're not sure what it looks like yet, though.
Okay.
Which is also kind of why I'm like, I might just want to, find an existing staff and transfer everything over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Staff of Fire, I believe, is level 2 or level 3.
Yeah, I'm also looking at that legendary staff and going like, I follow now. This should be fine, right?
What about staff of the Magi? Is that appropriate?
I'm looking at the staff
Or
of
staff of
theurgy.
power?
So,
I
equipment.
think Eliza should just get a staff that casts infinite magic missiles, you know.
Yeah, but the what Tiberius is doing is he's gonna study alone.
Aww.
Mainly
Do you not want us
because
to
he was.
with you?
No, he's not happy with you guys right now with your competitiveness.
Because
The
we
Pathfinder.
overrode.
No, it's he's fine with you overriding.
Well-
It was just like how competitive you guys were. He's
Yeah.
not really down with that.
Especially
Listen,
with the Pathfinder
Eliza's
Society.
like, it's kind of my calling. She's like, I don't think these nerds need to. They weren't the ones getting phone called in the middle of the night by Nethys.
None of us are needed either.
Eliza was getting phone calls, and I'm just a selfish bastard.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is a definite, particularly for Eliza, I imagine there's a sense of ownership over this
Yeah.
whole thing. There is a calling that has come with this. You have been called to find this library, whereas all these people seem to have heard about it secondhand and are just kind of
Yeah.
showing up to investigate the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whether you want to use their
Uh,
resources or not to help find Brightwater is up to you, though.
Well, I mean, at least for like the first part, we can do it ourselves, and then we'll see after that
That is
how
quite correct.
hard it is.
Yeah, that's also where Tiberius is kind of like you guys are going very wishy-washy. He's like, okay, either you don't want their help or you do. Not the we don't want it until we do, which is he's kind of like that's just not kosher.
It's just also not committal.
Yeah,
I think
When do
not
we commit
committing
to stuff?
is great, you know? Like, worst case scenario, we do need their help. And then we use it. Until then, I think it's fair to say we're responsible adventurers, and we can adventure our own self.
And if you find
it's
any
more or less,
pottery in the temple, you'll bring it back for him.
yeah, it's kind of like just Tiberius has been disillusioned with the party.
Yeah, no. Which is fair. I mean, considering everything going on.
Yeah,
You're something of a
he was
lore
like,
master.
yeah,
and
we're good people, and then we hit this, and he's like, we're not.
We are good people.
We're not.
We help people.
Eliza's
No,
more
we
than
don't.
good.
I'm chaotic
apparently everyone
neutral.
else is in it for the loot.
Actually, I'm chaotic good.
You guys all played like you're lawful evil.
No.
alignment discussions aside, I do
Look, I
understand
support-
Tiberius's methodology with this.
Oh, I understand it too. I just support Eliza's. You know, it's her thing. Like, none of us got a call. I mean, you didn't get a call. I gotta go where I feel like we're needed.
I mean,
So-
for Eliza specifically, a lot of it is that it's like her quest, and you guys are different because you guys are her party, and this is a tabletop RPG, and you're invited to everything. Because that's just the nature of the game. But like
It is the
these
social contract.
outsiders, you know, with the whole Pathfinder Society, it's like there's a lot of outsiders there. And also, yeah, they're in it for knowledge. But what do they want to do with that knowledge, you know? Like,
Well,
Wear it, put it on display.
okay,
You're asking
but
the
what if the
questions
knowledge
now.
is dangerous?
But
You're asking
wait,
the
hold on.
right questions now, Eliza. I need a society check from you.
Oh, I'm so good at society.
I would also like to
We're gonna
point out
guide
that
this.
if we actively take the, you know, like, actual artifacts, you know, like, not the magic items, but I mean, like, the actual artifacts
That's
that
not
have,
hate.
like, historical
guidance
value there and
too.
put it into a museum, are we no better than pillagers and or people who, like, conquest lands who use the same
I
excuse
mean, we're
of,
doing that anyways with just taking them.
Eliza,
Hold
do you
on,
want to
there's
use
a-
a hero point on that?
Sure, I can.
I think there's a difference, but you know what? I'm not. We don't got to go into it.
That's
There
a
you go.
14 because I have guidance.
Regarding the Pathfinder Society, although yes, their mandate is to collect knowledge, it is common knowledge that every now and again, an item will come into their possession, and they'll unilaterally declare, "This is too dangerous to be available to anyone else. We're just gonna put it away in our own place." And many times this has made a lot of people very angry. But the society has friends in high places, and a lot of the times they'll just get kind of brushed under the rug. But there have been times where religious artifacts have come into their possession, and they have absolutely just been like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna keep this."
I mean, yeah, but like part of it also is why should we have to let them decide what is too dangerous? Whereas Eliza, trusts herself more than she trusts some random people in Absalom,
Which is another one of the issues. A lot of the times the Pathfinder Society will just make a decision amongst themselves and not get any outside input.
Yeah. I mean, also part of it for Eliza is she's a small town girl.
Yeah.
And these big city folk are coming in trying to tell her how to run the show.
And considering that you just recently dealt with corporate sabotage coming from Absalom, I would imagine that there's also some suspicion lingering from that as well.
Yeah. What are these people from Absalom trying to do? Anyways, I would like to buy more ropes. Because I've been using a lot of ropes. And I feel like Eliza could probably use some more rope.
Well, considering your level, anything under a gold piece in value, you can just add to your inventory.
I was just gonna sort of hand wave that she had more ropes.
And at the same point, if you just want to say, hey, 20 gold pieces of miscellaneous, like, I want to say architect equipment, but that's not right. Archaeological equipment, you can also do that as well.
Hey, let's go. We don't, we kind of have prescient planner.
Well, once again, it's just a case of you're at that level where if you have enough time to prepare, tracking things like a couple of days of rations, and did someone remember to purchase rope and specifically write it on their character sheet, it gets a little bit silly. And this is not a survival resource management game. I do run those from time to time, but this particular one is more about the adventuring and the delving into dungeons and finding out cool shit.
I got some more ropes, so now I can tie multiple people up.
Oh yeah.
Once. Like I said, Tiberius is doing some research. I think the main thing he's going to be looking for now is, due to like how close the Lamashtan temple is to here, see if perhaps that there's some old like building plans, like architectural kind of deal.
Oh, that is actually a good question. Well, give me a roll for
Under
that.
the impression it was ancient, so
Yeah, it's fine. Someone might have delved in there a while ago and knocked it out. Society, I assume.
Society would be best.
Cool. Yeah, it's the next day, so focus spell.
Yes. And I will maintain your first rolls are always doing really well.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to declare using it before the thing is rolled.
Oh no, I get it. I get why. It's just wow. Did you want to go for the 20?
Yeah. To be fair, before this session, my recall knowledge checks have been
best middling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, reroll and keep the better result, just in case the 20. Although I don't,
Nah, there you go.
Yeah.
So
I think it's already crit success.
Well, it is a crit success. And from your research, Eliza is correct. No one has blueprints. The temple is just far too old for that kind of thing.
Yeah, my guess was just in case it's been someone delved into within the last 100 years.
Yeah, which is absolutely what's happened and what you have found. Someone has actually delved in there in what would be considered recent history, probably before the Goblin Blood Wars, but absolutely before everything came to light regarding the Starstone and the Zolgath occupation. And this is pretty much what it regales about. The entries that you find regard a troop or a squad who went to the temple looking for Zolgaths, or troglodytes as they're also commonly known as. And although they didn't find any troglodytes, they did find a small cult dedicated to Lamashtu, who were doing some pretty unsavory things with some of the local creatures. More to the point, they were trying to forcefully ascend creatures to bigger and more dangerous ones. So,
Like a dragon with 6 wings and 3 eyes.
In particular, they were trying to take wolves and make them into barghasts. They were trying to take regular people and make them into ogres, that kind of thing. Thankfully, the squad that kind of came across it kind of were like, hey, this is no bueno, and wiped them out. But you do have some details about the temple that you will be entering into. I will rough out a map for you, but yes, if you have any architectural questions, you can ask them.
Specifically, did they mention any traps?
Not specifically any traps. Apparently there were some, but they have since been disabled.
Did they detail where they were? Because I imagine that they might have been re-enabled.
In the tactical report, the main entryway is considered a choke point, which would be favorable to put traps in.
Okay, cool. Just I don't know, just mark in on the map, the rough map, where possible traps could be. Would be nice.
Because I have one map that has all the critters on it. You won't be getting that map.
No.
We do have. There are probably a bunch of kobolds here, is my guess. And kobolds like to make their own traps.
They do.
Yeah. So probably my thought process is we'll probably get areas where the kobolds would probably most likely place traps, or where the kobolds would use existing disabled traps as a basis for the current ones.
Another thing, speaking of traps, another piece of adventuring equipment I want to buy. A 10-foot pole!
Yes, you can grab your 10-foot pole.
Here's another one. 10-foot pole, but also I think it's a 10-pound log. Or 20-pound log. Essentially, all it is a log that you roll down a hallway that'll trigger pressure plates. Because sometimes that 10-foot long pole is too short.
Or as it's known in Pathfinder 2, a 2-bulk log.
Yes, a 2-bulk log.
The idea being that it has to weigh about as much as a regular person would be. Because kobolds usually set up their pressure traps to not activate when small creatures roll across them.
When it's just superior to be a halfling.
Typically, once again. But, Eliza, Sniper, do you want to do any other last minute preparations?
I do. But it's not more so related to this. I do need to go to the library.
You do need to go to the library? Hi.
Yes. I want to go specifically to their section for the dead and try finding more about that monitor bird that keeps following me.
You certainly can.
I figured it's not that, that uncommon of a
of an occurrence?
Yeah. It's not entirely common, but not too rare that I need to, like... I don't know. You will obviously have more information than I will.
Give me a research or society check. Research, religion, or society check.
A library use roll.
Pretty much.
One of, like, the 3 most important skills in Call of Cthulhu.
Natural 20 for 29.
Beautiful. There we go. So, Nosoi, as they're commonly known, it's not unusual for them to kind of hang around places where the dead congregate. Usually this means graveyards, but sometimes it also means places where a lot of people have died. Battlefields are also a common place for them. But you're after a more specific question.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out the connection as to why it's following me in particular. I'm dead but risen. I don't, I don't encounter, mass hordes of, undead or like fighting battlefields.
Well, because you got the critical success, I can give you 2 answers here. First one, because you are a Duskwalker, someone whose spirit has been to the Boneyard and then returned, there is quite often a Nosoi will be assigned to these people to just kind of watch them and make sure that they don't waste the opportunity, would be the best way to put it.
Gotcha.
Because there's quite a temptation to go into full undeath or to go the lich route. So the Nosoi are usually just kind of assigned to make sure you don't do that kind of thing. A babysitter would be another way to put it.
Yeah, I got that memo. You said you could answer it in 2 parts. What was the other?
The second part, there have been certain instances since all this started going down where you have encountered not only the undead, but certain aspects of Urgathoa. There has been at least 1 instance of a ritual dedicated to Urgathoa, and also, more to the point, there was a dwarf who was attempting lichdom.
That I killed, yeah.
As these instances are starting to pile up,
Did we kill that dwarf? I think we let him live.
You did let him live.
No, Wait.
We imprisoned him. Yeah, we took him back to town to imprison him.
Yep.
Gotcha.
After messing up his ritual marks.
Yes. Because no liches, please. But as these instances are starting to kind of pile up, the Eyes of the Spiral and the Boneyard itself are probably being more and more drawn to the area. So, yeah, it's probably a Nosoi or 2 now, but if you start seeing more psychopomps in the area, you probably will know why.
Okay.
You're getting a general sense of unease, as if there is something building up behind the scenes or behind the veil of the plains. And Otari might actually get caught in the middle of it.
Yeah. In any chance, is it possible to then, because the Nosoi gave me a ring,
yes,
the silver ring that I have. Is it possible to find examples of Nosoi giving stuff like this out, or at all identifying if this ring has any additional properties that I might have overlooked the first time?
Usually when the Nosoi give mementos to people, they're usually planted with memories or impressions of previous existences that will be relevant to you. They usually give something over in terms of, hey, here's your mission. It will become more relevant at a later date. Gotcha. And with that, considering the time, I might end the session there.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't leave me on that cliffhanger.
Dude, welcome to nerddom.
This is why I don't do
Right.
research.
A whole entire party.
This is why I don't do the research aspects. I let you guys deal with the mystery stuff. I just go shoot, bang, bang. But now I need to actually think about stuff.
Oops. Well,
Damn you, Matt.
before I continue on with the whole, closing out the stream first, I would like to thank Roll for Perception for the raid and for entrusting your following with me as well. I hope everyone who's came over enjoyed. No combat today, but it's mostly all the preliminary stuff because we're down a player. Next week, however, we will be diving straight into what is one of the best dungeons in Troubles in Otari that I absolutely love. And there's a couple of things that our players and our heroes will be dealing with beforehand. But with the plot thickening and some sort of disaster brewing behind the scenes, our dear heroes seem destined to have to deal with it. But with forces coming from Absalom and even from the outer planes, what happens next, well, that'll be a mystery for next time. And if you want to see that, we will be going live next week, hopefully, if everyone is here, at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for everyone on the East Coast of America. Otherwise, this has been Tabletop Obscura presents Troubles Menacing Otari for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT, with music by Tabletop Bean. I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world, and remember, we are the storytellers. Goodbye. Bye!
Bye!
We'll probably also raid someone, so stick around for that as well. Okay, see you later.